A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Philomel Cottage, and with the performances of Geraldine Fitzgerald as Alex Martin and of Orson Welles as her devoted husband, Gerald. We again hope to keep you in suspense.
The gate. What does Philomel mean?
Are you joking?
No, really.
Oh, you little cockney. Been here for 3 weeks and you still don't know. Philomel is another name for the bird that's supposed to sing only for lovers. You've been hearing it every twilight.
Oh, nightingale.
Of course. That sign, Philomel Cottage, is the main reason I wanted to space for it. Glad you bought it.
Gerald, this is a 50-50 investment and you know it.
50-50, £1,000 from me and $2 from you.
What else could we do? You couldn't touch any more of your capital at the time, and, well, when you find a country cottage that combines old world charm with new world plumbing, you want to grab it. And we did have to have the place, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I've often wondered if you went a bit lonely.
Lonely? With you?
I mean, we're after living the city all your life, pretty much to ourselves, you know. 2 miles from the nearest neighbor.
From the nearest eavesdropper, you mean?
What an utterly hopeless romantic I never.
Well, you can't get out of it now.
No.
Oh, Gerald, you know what day today is?
Today it's the 13th.
It's our anniversary, darling. We've known each other exactly a month.
No, exactly 30 days.
Oh, Gerald, really now.
No, really.
What is it, dear? Do you have the painting game?
No. Just a little indigestion, I think. There.
You want me to get you a pill?
No. Well, dear, it's 11:25. Better get on to the village. Now to get that camera equipment.
And the human timetable walks through the garden gate.
My dear, there's nothing wrong with system, even on a honeymoon. Sooner I go, sooner I get back.
Oh, come on, Gerald. Forget your old photography. Why don't you stay and do some gardening? To be good for you.
Better for old George. He gets paid for it.
He's not due again till Saturday. The place will go to rack and ruin.
Over my dead body. Goodbye, dear.
Don't walk too fast, dear. Remember the last time. Be careful, darling.
Be careful. It had just slipped out. Be careful. Alex Martin swinging there on the garden gate, smiling out her happiness across a part of England that was as remote and placid as any you'd care to find, wondered why she'd said such a ridiculous thing. If this were London, say, that would have... London. And slowly the smile fell away. She knew then that the memory of that last week in London had never really been far from her mind. That and that last talk with Dick on the top deck of the bus crossing Trafalgar Square. She'd never seen him like that before.
Gerald Martin. I tell you, Alex, the man's a perfect stranger to you. You know nothing about him.
I know that I love him.
How can you know in a week? You've only met him.
It doesn't take everyone 7 years to find out you're in love with a girl.
It's meant for me, isn't it? Alex.
It's no...
Alex, don't you know what it's been for me not being able to tell you? I couldn't, not with the income I had. Then I decided I couldn't wait anymore, and I was going to tell you anyway. And you know what happened?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Oh, yes, you do. That money you inherited. That money from your cousin or uncle or whoever.
I don't see what...
You didn't think I could ask you to marry me then, did you? You don't think I could live off your money?
I'm sorry, Dick. Believe me, I am, but it really doesn't matter now, one way or the other.
Doesn't matter, does it? You can let it matter to that Martin chap. That's what he's after. You mark my words, he's after your money.
It might interest you to know that Gerald has money of his own, far more than I have.
And more than I have. Maybe that's the difference.
I've had enough of this. I'm getting off at the next stop.
Alex, please. All right, but let me tell you something. If you think I'm going to let Gerald cut me out and not do anything about it, you're very much mistaken. I'll catch up with him, do you hear? I'll catch up with him if it's the last thing I do.
I'll catch up with him if it's the last thing I do. To Alex, that threat of just 1 month ago was merely a heat-of-the-moment outburst of hurt pride. And yet as she leaned on the gate of Philomel Cottage, it kept echoing in her mind. What swept it away, what brought her back to the rustic idyllic happiness of a life with Gerald Martin, was the ring of the telephone inside the cottage. Who could be calling? Couldn't be Gerald. Gerald had hardly had time to get beyond the turn in the road. Except if something had happened to him. If he'd had another attack. Maybe one of the villagers was trying to call to say that he... But she hurried then, and her hand shook a trifle.
Hello?
Alex, this is Dick.
What? Who did you say? Dick?
Why, Alex, what's the matter with your voice? I would have known it. It's Dick. Dick Wonderford.
Oh, well, where are you?
The Traveler's Arms. That is the right name, isn't it? Or aren't you acquainted with your village pub?
You mean you're here?
Yes, I'm on a holiday doing a bit of fishing. Any objection to my looking up you two good people this afternoon?
Oh, no, you mustn't.
Why, Alex. I beg your pardon. Of course, I won't bother you if you'd rather I did.
I'm sorry, Dick. I only meant to be away this afternoon. Won't you come this evening?
Thanks very much, but I'll probably be away by then. Depends upon whether a pal of mine turns up or not. Goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye, Dick, and I hope that...
Best of luck. For a long moment, Alex stood quite still, the memory of Dick's threat flooding her mind. She walked across the spacious oak-beamed living room. By the time she reached the side porch, she'd made up her mind. Much as she hated deceit, she would say nothing to Gerald of Dick's call. She stepped out into the garden, and for the second time that morning got a surprise. There, big as life, was her gardener, busily trimming a hedge.
Why, George, I thought we agreed that Saturday was your day here.
I thought as how you'd be surprised, Mrs. Martin. There'll be a fair over the squires on Saturday, and I says to myself, Mr. and Mrs. Martin, they won't take it amiss if I comes for once on a Wednesday instead of a Saturday.
No, of course not, George.
Then I thought, too, as I might as well see before he goes away so as to learn your wishes with the boarders.
Before I go away?
To London tomorrow.
Going to London tomorrow? Where did you hear that?
Met Mr. Martin down the village yesterday. He told me you were both going away to London tomorrow. It was uncertain when you'd be back again.
I didn't...
Now, don't tell me you and the master is disagreeing already.
Oh, no, naturally not. It just slipped my mind. Get on with your work, George.
Listen, never could understand why anybody'd want to go up to London, though. Like Mr. Raines, what used to have this house. He went up there. I said I would mind you. Yes. And after fixing up this place like he did, with taps all over everywhere, well, you're going to take a loss, I says to him when I sees the place up for sale. Ain't everyone as well you're fed for washing themselves in every room in this house, in a manner of speaking. But George, he says to me, I'll get every penny of £2,000 for this house. And sure enough, he did.
He got 3,000.
2,000. Somebody was asking, was talked of at the time. Really, I figure it was thought to be.
No, George. You see, I gave 2 and, well, it really was 3,000.
Yeah, don't tell me that Mr. Ames had the face to stand up to say 3,000, breathing like in a loud voice.
He didn't say it to me. He said it to my husband.
I guess I'll do some spading now. The price was 2,000.
As Alex strolled on across the garden, she was conscious of a thin, vague thought struggling to make itself heard. Then, abruptly, it was gone. Her eye had fallen upon a small, dark green object lying on the fur beside one of the flower beds.
Gerald
diary. She picked it up and opened it, scanning the entries with some amusement, once again reminded of Gerald's enslavement to time and system. It was the entry on page 21 that brought the smile to her face.
April 14th. Marry Alex to St. Peter's Church, 2:30.
And it was the entry on page 30 that took that smile away. She stared, puzzled, at the date on the page. Wednesday, May 13th.
Why, that's today.
Only one thing was written there, in red pencil.
6 p.m.
What was to happen at 6 p.m.? As she stood there, that small, vague thought struggled to be heard once more. It was... Yes, it was something Dick Winterfeld had said. Not the threat, not that wild, silly promise of vengeance, but something else. And then it came.
A stranger to you. You know nothing about him. Nothing about him.
It's true. What did she know about him? After all, he...
This is ridiculous. Gerald, my husband. I love him. I trust him. But...
Then she thought once again of that cryptic entry. 6 p.m. It was just 3 o'clock when Gerald, his arms laden with packages, walked up the garden path and came onto the side porch.
Well, Nick.
The moment he opened the door into the living room, she noticed the rather odd kind of excitement about him.
There you are. Miss me, darling?
why wouldn't I? You've had time to buy out the whole village.
Only the camera shop. No. If I don't have the best equipped darkroom this side of London, it won't be my fault.
If you're not careful, that darkroom of yours is going to overflow the whole cellar. Oh, incidentally, here's something you've been watering the flowers with. Cat.
My diary. I dropped it in the garden, did I?
I know all your secrets now.
Not guilty.
Oh, I'm not so sure. What about your resignation at 6 p.m. today?
Why, oh, that. Well, you've caught me at last. It's an assignation with a very handsome young woman, quite remarkably like you, in fact.
You're evading the issue.
Not at all. Simply a reminder that I want you to help me develop some negatives this evening.
At 6 o'clock? That's rather a peculiar time, isn't it?
Peculiar?
Yes, I'm usually preparing dinner at that hour.
Well, no harm in delaying it a bit. We might have a sandwich or two and some coffee out on the porch.
Before we walk on the negatives, you mean?
Yes, that'd be pleasant, won't it? You know something, Alex? I've never found anybody yet who could touch your coffee.
Oh.
Really? That covers Australia and Canada,
Oh,
too.
you and your mysterious past.
Why do you say that?
No reason. Oh, Gerald, I do wish I did know more about you.
Alex, you're serious.
I know it's silly, but
Darling. I've told you all about me, my boyhood in Sydney, my life in Canada.
Yes?
I see. You mean love affairs. You women are all alike.
Well, but there must have been. There must have been other women. I mean, if only I...
Do you think it wise, Alex, this Bluebeard chamber business? Let's put your mind on such a subject anyway. Never mentioned it before.
I don't know, Gerald. I've been rather upset all day. I imagine I can thank old George for that.
The gardener, you mean?
He had some ridiculous idea we were going away to London. He said, you tell him.
Where did you see him?
He came to work today instead of Saturday.
You fool!
Why, Gerald.
How did you get this collar?
Oh, Gerald, lie down. Look, lie down here. Here's some water. Here, darling.
I'm all right. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling, getting you all upset. That's
Well,
because the stupid old gardener.
I made some weak joke to him about being off to London in the morning. He must have taken it seriously, else he didn't hear properly. You straightened him out, I suppose.
Hardly. You know what a gossip he is. I didn't want the whole village to think my husband was leaving me in the dark about his plans. Are you all right now?
You told him we were going then.
Naturally.
Yes, of course. Sorry you were placed in that kind of situation, darling. I don't suppose you Ran into anybody else today?
This far from the world, Gerald?
It isn't very likely, is it?
Gerald.
No, not another word. No, not another word. You answer yourself. No, it's quite plain. I want you to have a little rest. You'll be right as rain by 6 o'clock.
Must you do those photographs tonight? After all, you don't
My
do so well.
dear, when one sets a time to do something, one should stick to it. The only way to get through one's work. All right, up with you. Upstairs to bed now.
Very well, dear.
I'll be getting things arranged in the dark room.
For Alex, rest was more like a nightmare. Upstairs in her room, she told herself that there was no basis whatever for her state of mind. Still, the turmoil, the doubt, the odd, unaccountable sense of dread persisted and grew until... Softly, she opened her door, stepped out in the upstairs hallway. Quite clearly, she knew what she must do. Knew she must find some testimony to her husband's past, something to reassure her, something to kill that agonizing dread mounting within her. And strangely, she remembered that single locked drawer in Gerald's bureau. She tiptoed to the door at the head of the stairs, opened it, and entered her husband's room. The key, yes, the key. If only she could find the key that locked the door. But there was none in sight. She moved to the wardrobe, went through his coat pockets, and then there, at her feet there on the floor, she saw it. Swiftly, she stepped to the bureau, inserted the key, and it worked. Alex Martin opened the drawer, looked down upon a small packet of letters tied with a light blue ribbon. And when she saw the uppermost envelope, her face reddened with shame.
Why, they're my letters.
They were her own letters, love letters written to Gerald before they were married. And there was nothing else in the drawer save a roll of ancient faded newspaper clippings. Alex sighed with relief as she glanced at the top clipping. It was from an American paper, and it featured the trial of one Charles Lemaitre,
Charles Lemaitre,
a notorious swindler and bigamist. A skeleton had been found beneath the floor of his house, and most of the women he'd married had never been heard of again. Another of the clippings described Lemaitre's behavior in court, his interest in the cameras of the news photographers, his sensational escape from prison. Another displayed his picture, a long, bearded, scholarly-looking fellow. It reminded her of someone. But who? She couldn't tell. She glanced at the caption beneath the picture.
Modern Bluebeard.
Modern Bluebeard. Yes, that's what she read. Her eyes went back to the picture, and in a flash they saw the resemblance. She ran through the other clippings. Dates had been found in the man's pocket diary. Dates, it was contended, when he had done away with his victims. He was an amateur photographer. He was from Sydney, from Canada. He was subject to heart attacks. He was... The room whirled around her. Dick had tried to warn her. Dick had been near her that morning. She turned him away. It was then that she noticed the sound. She turned toward the brightened pipe in the corner running up through the room. From below, near its base, something was striking that pipe, as though someone were... That was it. As though someone were digging. Lemaitre was preparing the dark room for the latest one of his victims. 6 o'clock. That was the date. 6 o'clock. Less than an hour from now. Suddenly, all the jigsaw pieces shot into place. The money paid for the house. Her money only. The bond she'd entrusted for his keeping. And suddenly she heard no sound. The digging had stopped. She must escape from this house at once before he came up. She clicked right back in the door. Don't lock it. Don't allow it. Just get away. She rushed to the door, out to the hall, and stopped closing.
Yes, my dear?
Oh, you startled me. I was just trying to find your nail file.
Well, dear? Well, that's nothing to look so guilty about now, is it? Well, come on down. Getting late, you know.
Gerald,
Just have time to make the coffee and sandwiches. Before we do the pictures, that is.
I'll be right down, darling. As soon as
But we really mustn't delay, must we? Coming, Alex?
Very well.
Oh, that's better. Here, let me give you a hand.
Never mind, Gerald.
Alex, how cold you are.
Cold. Yes, I am, Mom.
Well, that'll soon pass away, I'm sure. Hurry along, dear.
Hurry along?
Yes, into the kitchen. Alex, what is the matter?
Nothing. I'll be all right. The kitchen. Yes, I'll fix it something in a second. You just sit here in the living room and... No, the porch. That'll be more comfortable, won't it?
Right.
And I'll be right with you.
Splendid, Alex. I'll just... No, of course not.
What, Gerald?
How rotten of me not to have suggested it. Since you're feeling a bit under par, you can probably do with some help. I'll come with you.
She knew then that some way, somehow, she must get word to Dick Winterfeld. The fact that he might be gone by now, the memory of him telling her so, she resolutely put out of her mind. There must be no more panic. She must be in utter control of herself. Alex, carrying the coffee out to the porch, glanced at the clock from the mantel. 10 minutes till 6. Her very life hung by those next 10 minutes, by her ability to think coolly and swiftly, because standing beside her was a man as determined as he was insane.
A pity you're so abstracted, my dear.
What? Why do you say that?
Well, because you're missing the loveliest sight you're ever likely to see again. Look out beyond the garden. First soft shades of twilight. Twilight. Over Philomel Cottage. Now, I say, Alex, you are below par.
What do you mean?
First time you've ever slipped on the coffee. Must have stopped in the entire canister.
I'll be more careful after this. Oh, dear. That
Alex,
reminds
where are you going?
Nothing to get excited about, Gerald. I forgot to order meat for tomorrow. I'm just going to phone the butcher.
The butcher this time of evening?
He generally stays late on Wednesdays. I'll be right back, darling.
Don't shut the door, Alex.
It keeps the insects out of the living room. You're not afraid I'm going to make love to the butcher, are you? Operator, get me the traveler's arms, please. Hurry. Hello? Traveler's arms? Mr. Winterford, please. What? You don't know if he's still there? Well, see, won't you? It's most important.
Don't let me disturb you.
Well, darling, you do. I hate anyone listening when I telephone. But I do, Gerald, truly.
You're quite sure you're really calling the butcher?
Why, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure.
What?
What I mean
What are
is,
you talking about?
I'm afraid I've got the wrong person. A perfect stranger.
Don't understand.
Someone I know nothing about.
You know nothing about them. Why don't you hang up? Here, what's at the end of that wire? Hello? Hello? Dead. All right, my girl. Might as well get started. We're late now.
Late?
Besides, it's 3 minutes past 6.
Why, Gerald, it won't be 6 o'clock for 8 minutes. Look at the clock there on the mantel.
I don't go by that relic. I go by my own
Gerald,
wristwatch.
listen. Stop pacing and listen to me.
Well?
I don't feel up to it tonight. I'm upset and I'm tired.
Alex, I promise you, you won't be a bit tired after it's over. I'm not going to wait 1 minute longer.
I won't do it.
Come along, Alex. Come along.
No.
I'll carry you there. You will, you hear? You will.
I've got something to tell you. Something to confess.
Confess?
Yes, to confess. Something I ought to have told you before. I've had my secret past, too.
Former lover, I suppose.
In a way, but something else. You'd call it... Yes, I expect you'd call it a crime.
Crime? You?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Yes. You better sit down, Gerald. There. I told you I'd never been married before. That wasn't entirely true. There was a marriage. When I was 22, he was an elderly man with a little property. I induced him to insure his life in my favor. At one time, I was a nurse with access to a number of poisons. There's one poison, a white powder. You know something about poisons, perhaps?
No, I know very little about them.
This one is very much like It's absolutely untraceable. Any doctor would give a certificate of heart failure and that... No, I can't tell you.
No.
Another time, Joe.
Another time now. I want to hear. How did you get her to take it?
How did I get him to take it?
Yes.
Well, I always made his coffee for him.
Coffee?
Yes. One night I put a pinch of this poison in his cup. I remember that evening how very much like this it was, how peaceful. He gasped a little, tried to move from his chair, but he couldn't. Presently, he died.
How much was the insurance money?
About £2,000. I speculated. I lost it. It was over 2 years before I married again. He was a much younger man, quite well off. There was a will in my favor. He liked me to make his coffee, too, just as my first husband had done. I make very good coffee.
Alex!
It was the same, along about twilight.
Alex!
I remember it perfectly. I'm nervous and upset I'd been all day, wondering if it would turn out all right. But it did. It was the same as the other. He just sat there in his chair and he died. Our village doctor pronounced it heart failure. My husband did have a weak heart, you see, and that helped a great deal.
Alex, listen.
That netted me over £4,000. I didn't speculate.
Coffee. That's why I tasted that way. You poisoned me. You poisoned me.
Yes, I know. And already the poison is working. You see? Move from your chair.
Lying. You're lying. I'll kill you.
You can't move. You're helpless.
Kill you.
Constable, what's been happening in that room?
I said...
You can't. You didn't hear me.
Oh, you silly girl. You went to the trouble to call me up and talk about someone you knew nothing about. I certainly knew not to come.
Excuse me, sir.
What did you find, Constable?
A man sitting in a chair. Heart trouble, it looks like, sir.
Yes?
Well, sir, he's dead. Your husband, ma'am?
You might say a perfect stranger. He was just sitting in his chair and presently he died.
And so closes Philomel Cottage, Agatha Christie's story of love from a stranger, starring Geraldine Fitzgerald and Orson Welles. Tonight's tale of suspense. This is your narrator, the man in black, who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us on October 19th, 1 week from Tuesday, when Orson Welles will again be our star. Our next broadcast in the series will be Tuesday, October 19th, at 10 o'clock Eastern War Time, 7 o'clock Pacific War Time. The producer of Suspense is William Spear, who tonight also directed the broadcast, and who with Wilbur Hatch and Lucian Morowick, conductor and composer, and Harold Medford, the radio author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
This is CBS.
and women in the armed forces of the United Nations, we present one of America's top spine tinglers, a radio rebroadcast of a program dedicated to the mysterious, the unusual, and sometimes the supernatural. A program of Suspense.
This is the truth. You understand? The truth. It must be the truth. It has to be. I, Robert Wensley Graham, a doctor and psychiatrist by profession, do hereby of my own free will and volition, albeit with deepest regret, make the following full and complete statement relative to that all but unbelievable series of events which has brought such disaster and misfortune to my house, particularly to my poor wife, Isabel. It had its beginning, properly speaking, some 2 months ago, to be exact, on the evening of July 25th. We were in the drawing room, Isabel at the piano, practicing, as she said. Her Aunt Jane and I on the opposite sides of the room.
Isabel, what's the matter? I don't know. I can't seem to keep my mind on anything anymore, even my music. Nerves.
Nerves?
Isabel.
Yes, Robert?
I don't wish to distress you, but it's been going on for quite a little while now. It's not getting any better.
I know. Let's not discuss it, shall we?
You should let me prescribe treatment for you.
I could prescribe something for her.
You can do remarkable things now with just the common old drugs under proper control.
Drugs. It's not drugs that she needs. It's to get out of this house for a while. It's to get back to the concert stage where she belongs. It's work.
Aunt Jane, please.
I'm sorry. I don't believe in beating around the bush. You're an artist. You've got talent. There's no sense in your trying to subordinate yourself to somebody else.
Aunt Jane, that's enough. I'm not subordinating myself to anyone.
Really, Aunt Jane, you mustn't interfere, you know.
Robert doesn't want me to go back on the stage.
Darling, it isn't that I don't want you to go back. I'm proud of you. You know that. It's only because I know that going back to a professional career in your present mental condition would be terribly harmful.
I know, Robert. I know, you're right.
Oh, after all, I'm a doctor. It's my business to know these things. I get it. Probably the hospital. Hello? Yes, it's Dr. Graham. Oh, yes. Who? Well, when would you like to see me? All right. Fine. No, no trouble at all. Very well, I'll be expecting you. Goodbye. Isabel, good heavens. What do you suppose that was?
Who?
Roger Holcomb. Do you remember the case?
Roger Holcomb?
I remember it.
Of course you do. The fellow was brought back from the dead, as the newspapers put it, about a year ago.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he really was dead for 4 full minutes, as far as medical science was concerned. Then Bates brought him around. It was 9 days' wonder at the time.
Well, what does he want to see you
I
about?
don't know. Something to do with his experience, obviously. He was in a terribly agitated state. Poor fellow had been walking up and down in front of the house for an hour trying to get up courage to ring the bell. Finally, he phoned from the corner drugstore.
Why, the poor man. Why in the world should he do that?
Anxiety, neurosis. They hounded him, in the most shocking way. Got out of the hospital. Preachers and spiritualists, movie agents, just plain fakers. People trying to find out if he remembered anything of the 4 minutes. He was supposed to be dead. People just trying to exploit him. Oh, must be Holcomb now. Take him into the office.
Dr. Graham?
Yes, you're Roger Holcomb?
Yes.
Come in. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Holcomb.
Is it?
You come this way, please. My office. Now, just sit down anywhere. Lie down on the couch if you like. You're tired.
I am tired. Tired and...
Give me your hand, please.
For heaven's sake, there's nothing wrong with my pulse. If that's all you think it is, I'll go.
Why did you come to me, Mr. Holcomb?
You know my history?
Yes, most medical men do. Up until your disappearance.
Yeah, most medical men do, all right. Then they tell me I'm crazy.
Do you think you are, Mr. Holcomb?
Oh, I see. You're like all the rest. Let go of me, please.
Just a minute, Mr. Holcomb. You came to me for advice. For treatment. I suggest you tell me your story.
Well, I was told you specialize in strange cases. Things that other men can't explain.
And that's true in a way.
You know what happened when I got out of the hospital. How they followed me, questioned me, hounded me day and night, trying to find out if I remembered anything, I'd experienced anything beyond the grave.
Yes, I remember that.
Well, then you remember that my answer was always the same. That I remembered nothing. That I knew nothing. Well, I was wrong.
Oh? What did you experience during those 4 minutes?
I don't know. But it must have been something. Something I don't even dare to think about.
How do you know this?
Well, it happened the first time on a boat trip, which I'd taken to recover my health. I found myself chatting with a woman who was seated at my table in the dining saloon. She found occasion, as such women often will, to mention her age. She said, "After all, I'm not yet 40. And then it happened.
What happened?
Well, from somewhere came crashing into my mind a certain knowledge of the exact day and year of that woman's birth. And with it, a compulsion to speak out. A compulsion which I could no more have resisted than I could have resisted breathing. I said, "Madam, you were born in May, weren't you? May 30th. And she looked at me in utter astonishment. We'd never even seen each other before in our lives. And said, "Yes." And then I added the date, the year 1900. See, she was well over 40. She'd lied to me. Innocent enough thing, but I had known the truth. And I'd been forced to speak. And I have been ever since.
This phenomenon has occurred often?
More times than I can remember. Every time a direct lie, no matter how trivial, is uttered in my presence, I suddenly know the answer to that lie. I know the truth. And I'm compelled to speak.
And this condition has existed only since your...
Since my 4 minutes beyond the grave, yes.
Quite.
It's as though, in that brief time, I glimpsed eternity. If I'd seen revealed all truth of all the ages. I can never tell you how horrible it's been. I found that men, even the most honest of men, live by lies.
Tell me, you have a family, friends who are understanding?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Doctor, don't you understand what this has done to me? Yes, I had a family and friends, a girl I was going to marry. Today I'm an outcast, pariah. I'm shunned, feared. I'm hated. Yes, hated.
Mr. Holcomb. Mr. Holcomb, I believe that this condition is very real to you. It causes you very real anguish. I want to help you.
Do you think you can?
I'm confident that I can. Suppose you could arrange to stay with me here at my home for a matter of weeks or months, if necessary.
Well, I'll do anything.
Good.
Anything in the world to be a normal man again, but...
But what?
Dr. Graham, I can see that you still don't believe me.
Oh, no.
I beg of you. You don't know the terrible responsibility I'd be to you. I'd be like a spy, like some inexorable prosecutor from another world.
Mr. Holcomb, let me worry about that.
All right. Is there anyone else in your household who might object?
Oh, no, it's only my wife and her aunt. You have your own quarters. Be quite comfortable, I assure you.
I'm sure I do. It's a lovely house that I've seen of it.
Yes, I'm rather lucky. I'm interested in research primarily. Not much money in that, you know, but a couple of years ago I came into quite a nice inheritance. House went with it. What is it? What's the matter?
The inheritance was not yours. It was your wife's. The house is your wife's. You were penniless.
Well, that's true. I don't know why I lied to you. Pride, I suppose.
I'm sorry. I told you I couldn't help it.
No.
I'll go now.
Please. Oh, my fault. It's a small matter.
But you see now that I
want to help you.
Do you believe me now?
I believe, Mr. Holcomb, either that you are far more ill than I realized, or that in months to come, you and I must venture into a realm never before explored by mortal man. It was utterly fantastic, yet it was true. I checked the facts again and again. He could not possibly have known, and yet he knew. Could you imagine what this meant to a man of science? If I could fathom the depths of Roger Holcomb's mind, I could make a contribution to the body of scientific knowledge absolutely without parallel in modern times. I'd be more famous than Pasteur or Ehrlich. There remained the problem of Isabel. I was aware of the danger, of course. I was acutely aware of the peculiarly delicate balance of my mind at that time. Of the fact that the presence of a man like Roger Holcomb might be seriously detrimental to my rather well-conceived plans for Isabel. I believed I could control the situation. I determined to proceed. Actually, Holcomb's presence made itself felt almost immediately. The first incident came after he'd been with us.
Isabel, please stop that playing and listen to me.
Aunt Jane, you know Robert has said I mustn't talk about it, that it's bad for me.
I don't care what Robert says.
But he's my doctor and my husband.
And I'm not sure that he should be either.
Aunt Jane, I don't know much about psychiatry, but I do know that making trouble between a husband and a wife...
I'm not making anything that isn't there already, and you know it. Good heavens, girl. Look at yourself. Look what's happened to you since your marriage.
I've been sick.
He's made you sick.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe it's just that he's afraid of losing you. Maybe he's even afraid of losing your money. But I'm absolutely convinced that whether he's meant to or not, he's made you believe there's something the matter with you that isn't.
Aunt Jane, I simply forbid you to talk this way.
And now he brings this psychopath into the house.
And don't bring Roger into it. He's Robert's patient. It's Robert's work and it's none of our business.
What about your own work?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Aunt Jane, you simply don't understand. Robert is my husband. I trust him and I love him. Nothing can ever come between us. I'd destroy anything. I'd kill anyone who tried.
Isabel, do something before it's too late.
Do what?
Get away. Leave him. Divorce him. Anything.
Oh, I hope we're not interrupting.
Of course not, darling. Hello, Roger.
Hello, Isabel.
Good afternoon.
How are you feeling, Roger?
Better, I think.
I think it would be better if we didn't discuss our states of mind, Isabel.
Oh, of course, I'm sorry. Well, would you like me to play something for you? You know, I think I'm beginning to get the feel of it again. Really, I do.
You're sure we haven't interrupted some conversation?
Of course not. We were just discussing how helpful you've been in getting Isabel back to her work again.
Roger.
No, you were not. You were telling Isabel to divorce her husband. I'm sorry.
Roger, come back.
Isabel, is that true?
You brought him in here deliberately.
Is that true?
It doesn't matter, I suppose. You've known how I felt for a long time.
Yes, I'm afraid I have.
Robert, it was all so silly. She didn't mean it. It was just...
I did mean it.
But I did mean it. I'm sorry, Isabel. But I've been under this roof too long as it is.
Oh, Jane, you're not leaving us.
It's best, Isabel.
Yes? Yes, I think it's unquestionably best. Best that you go at once. She left us, of course. I'd always believed that Jane exercised an unfortunate influence over Isabel. I did not dream it had reached such a point as this. Yet this incident gave me my first insight into the relationship which was destined to develop between Isabel, Roger, and myself. The first and most obvious result was that within a matter of weeks, Isabel was to lose every friend she had. We became further estranged as each day passed. It was difficult to speak of even the most casual things with this strangely terrifying specter of truth, always at our elbow. The situation reached its inevitable climax the evening that Leopold Serinsky, the famous conductor of the Los Angeles Symphony, was to call on Isabel with a view to resumption of her professional career under his auspices. I gave a great deal of thought to that evening. It had to be handled with a great...
Robert, you will help me, won't you?
Of course I will, darling.
I don't know whether you realize how important it is to me. I have nothing but the music now. I've been working so hard. Playing sometimes half the night while you were asleep.
I've heard you.
Sometimes it seems that the piano's all that's helping me to keep my sanity.
My darling, I want you to let me prescribe something for you. It's time we face this thing, your trouble, I mean.
Robert, does he have to have dinner with us tonight?
Roger? Isabel, you know how I stand on that.
Oh, yes, but just
now,
this one...
Even once, Isabel, keep him in his room like a spoiled child when we have guests. Isabel, it might undo everything I've accomplished in weeks.
Oh, of course. You're right. But,
Roger, come in.
Robert, I was wondering if I mightn't be excused just tonight.
Oh, you're having dinner with us, Roger.
Must I?
You know you must, Roger, and you know why.
Why, Roger, don't you want to meet the great Leopold Surinsky? He's really a wonderful person.
Yes, indeed, I would very much.
You know, I made my debut with him in 1934. I did a concert with him every year until I...
Isabel was very talented, you know.
I was? I am. Oh, Roger, I'm going to play with him again. He wants me to open the season in November. Can you imagine what that means to me?
I'm so glad, Isabel.
And Robert has finally given his consent. Haven't you, dear?
I'm sorry. What was it you said, Isabel?
I said you'd given your consent to my playing with Surinsky.
Why, Isabel, you know I don't want you to think that I'd ever stand in your way.
I know, dear. Roger, I'll do the Emperor Concerto, and you will come to hear me. You do want to, don't you, Roger?
Please, Isabel, don't ask things of me that can't...
What's the matter? What's the matter with both of you? You act as though you thought I wouldn't be able to appear. As though the whole idea were hopeless or something.
Isabel, please.
I am going to play. I'll be better than I ever was. You know I will, don't you? Don't you?
Of course, Isabel. You play wonderfully. Roger.
No, Robert, you're very certain that Isabel will be prevented from ever playing again by death.
Death?
Oh, Isabel, forgive me, please.
By death? No. Oh, no. Please, Roger, it's not true. Tell me it isn't. Roger, answer me. Answer me. Roger, do you hear me? Answer me. Answer me!
When Surinsky arrived, I told him it would be quite impossible for Isabel to leave her room. The concert was canceled, and indeed, to my knowledge, she's never touched the piano since that day. By now, to even the most casual observer, it must appear only natural that Isabel had every motive for a desperate, almost paranoid hatred of Roger Holcomb. This much was clear to me. The rest, not yet. But one thing, from any point of view, was certain. I had to keep Roger and Isabel apart. Perhaps what I feared was indeed inevitable. I honestly did not think it so at the time. As a precautionary measure, however, I prescribed a drug for Isabel, which she at last consented to take. I gave her her own supply. She administered it to herself, as I had directed.
Roger?
Yes?
It's Isabel.
What do you want?
Let me in, please.
No.
Please, it's terribly important.
Robert said that
I know. But he said it would be all right this time.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, please.
All right. Now, what do you want?
I want to talk to you, that's all.
What about it? It's so important.
Roger, why don't you ever leave your room anymore?
Can't you guess?
Do you think I hate you?
Isabel, I don't know what to think anymore.
You do, don't you?
I warned him. I told him it would happen. Now I'm going mad up here thinking of the anguish I've caused you.
But, Roger, I don't. You must believe me.
I know what it's been like for you having me here.
Roger, you see, for the first time in my life, I think my husband is wrong about something.
Wrong?
Yes. Don't you see? He's been worried about both of us. And so this distrust has grown up between us.
Well, I don't distrust you, Isabel. You've been more wonderful to me than I
But you're afraid of me. And that amounts to the same thing. And it's bad. For the both of us. It's hurting both of us.
Oh, I've often felt I wanted to talk to you, to beg your pardon.
Oh, you don't have to do that. We're both sick. But I think if we saw each other sometimes, if we talked the whole thing out, it would help us both.
Well, does Robert think so, too?
No.
Then he didn't tell you it was all right to see me.
No. I lied to you.
You what?
I lied to you.
You lied to me. And it didn't happen. Isabel, don't you see? I am getting well. It didn't happen.
I know. I don't think it does happen anymore. Except with Robert.
With Robert? What makes you think
I don't know. Something about the way he acts. The way he is.
Oh, but Isabel, he is curing me then. Perhaps you shouldn't have come
No,
up
no, don't you understand? We must see each other. We must talk.
No, listen to me.
Isabel.
Robert, something's happened that I'm afraid
Please,
about.
you're completely overwrought.
Oh, but Robert, if
I must insist, Isabel, why did you do this?
I'm
You have to have
sorry.
a sedative right away. Isabel, get the bottle from your room.
Mine?
Yes, please, hurry.
All right.
Robert, she lied to me.
Yes, I know, but Roger, I must absolutely forbid you to talk now. You must trust me.
All right, but later I want to have a long talk with you.
Of course we
She lied.
shall.
Here it is. I brought my hypodermic, too.
I'm glad you did. The other one's mislaid somewhere. Will you give it to him, please?
I?
Yes, I'm sorry, but this has upset me rather badly. My hands are shaking.
Robert, I'm terribly sorry.
No matter now. Give him the hypodermic, the upper arm.
That's right.
There.
Thank you. Leave us now, please, Isabel.
All right.
How are you feeling now, Roger?
Well, I'm fine, Robert. I think I'm better than I've been in months.
I know you're better. That's why I was so upset to see you.
Why, Robert?
Can't tell you all my reasons now, but you must trust me and believe in me.
Oh, I do, but...
Only that I'm afraid for your health. Roger.
No. You're afraid of murder.
What?
Murder.
Roger, listen to me. Roger.
Murder.
Roger, what are you talking about? Roger. Roger! It was clear to me now. I knew I must take immediate action. I knew that the most terrible consequences might result if Isabel were alone with Roger, even for a moment. But he knew that he'd said so. There was no other explanation. I thought it through most carefully. And yet no plans are perfect. No man is infallible. Isabel!
Robert, frightened.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me, Isabel.
I'm not.
You were coming from Roger's room.
No. No, I swear I won't.
Isabel, don't you understand that you're sick? That I've insisted on these things for your own good and his.
All right. I was going to talk to him, but I haven't.
Oh, Isabel. Why do you try to tell me that?
But it's true, Robert. Really true.
Is it? Roger? Roger?
What's the matter?
Look.
Robert. No, it couldn't.
It is. He's dead.
Dead.
Hypodermic by his side, the drug, your hypodermic.
But it's only a
Except that
sedative.
in large enough quantity, it's fatal. You knew that.
Oh, Robert, don't listen to me.
Isabel, why? Why, I warned you.
Robert, look at me. It's Isabel. It's your wife. You can't. Oh, no. Where are you going? Come back.
I'm going to call the police. It was perhaps the most terrible decision a man ever had to make, even though it did come not as a shock to me, even from my point of view as a scientist. It was terrible enough. Yet it had to be done, and I had done it. I did not speak to her as we waited, and she made no further attempt to appeal to me. She seemed utterly stupefied, perhaps as a result of the drugs she'd herself been taking. Perhaps because she suddenly realized she was hopelessly trapped. When the police arrived, I told the story with as little emotion.
Yes, there are fingerprints all right on both the bottles.
Those would be my wife's, of course. They both belong to her.
Is that true, Mrs. Graham?
Yes.
Dr. Graham, do I understand then that you are formally charging your wife with the murder of Roger Holcomb?
Well, you could hardly expect me to do that, could you? I'm simply telling you the facts.
Yes, but you said she hated Holcomb, and you knew it.
My wife has been mentally ill for some time. There are many people who can testify to that. You plead insanity, of course.
Dr. Graham, I can't tell you how sorry I am, but the things you have told me add up to only one thing, as you yourself obviously recognize.
Yes.
Your wife, Isabel Graham, murdered Roger Holcomb.
What did you say?
I said your wife, Isabel Graham, murdered Roger Holcomb.
No. I murdered him. What? I tried to make it appear that Isabel had done it. And I succeeded. But I killed him. No plans are perfect. No man is infallible. Yes, I killed Roger Holcomb. And he himself revealed the truth. I'd planned to dispose of Isabel for many months. I'd never loved her. I'd loved only science. I wanted her money, and Holcomb found it out. That was the risk I ran. Could any chance lie in his presence, either by Isabel or myself, bring out the truth? And it did. I had no alternative once he'd discovered that but to kill him. It's easy enough to throw the blame on Isabel. I had not counted on that terrible compulsion for the truth. That strange affliction of Roger Holcomb and its power over me. Did it transfer itself at his death to me? Or was it conscious? Pity that it had to end this way. It was a fascinating case.
And so closes Lazarus Walks, starring Orson Welles. Tonight's tale of suspense.
This rebroadcast is a presentation of the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here again to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. With us in Hollywood tonight as star is Mr. Otto Kruger, whose career on the screen and on the stage has afforded him a precisely equal number of appearances as a character on the right and on the wrong side of the law. Whether the man Mr. Kruger portrays tonight is devil or saint, we shall leave for you to judge when the play is over. It is called After Dinner Story. The author is Cornell Woolrich, the radio adapter Robert L. Richards. And so, with the performance of Otto Kruger as Mr. Hardecker, who told this extraordinary after-dinner story, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
Mr. Hardecker's residence? I believe I'm expected for dinner, please.
Your name, sir?
Kenshaw is my name.
Very good, sir. Mr. Hardecker? Mr. Kenshaw, sir.
Ah, number one. Good evening, Mr. Kenshaw.
Is this where Mr. Hardecker lives? My name is Lambert.
Mr. Hardecker? Mr. Lambert.
Number two.
My name is Prendergast. I think
Mr. Hardecker? Mr. Prendergast.
Number three.
Mackenzie's the name.
Mr. Hardecker? Mr. Mackenzie.
Number four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're all here, gentlemen?
Yes.
Then suppose we go into dinner. And after dinner, I shall tell you why you are here, what I have in mind. In fact, I shall tell you in the form of a story. A sort of after-dinner story.
pass that, please.
Well, gentlemen, did you enjoy your dinner?
Yeah, it was
very
swell.
good. Yeah.
Now then, if you'll excuse me for just a moment, I have certain instructions to give the servants, and after that I shall rejoin you. I shan't be long.
Certainly.
Well, what did that crack mean? Certain instructions to the servants.
How should I know? I don't like the looks of the whole thing. Why all the mystery?
Well, I suggest that you have patience, Mr. Prendergast. Mr. Hardecker clearly intends to tell us in his own good time.
Yeah. And another thing. I don't eat in those fancy Park Avenue joints as a rule myself, but I've seen them in the movies. They always pass the food around to everybody. They don't bring it out of the kitchen already on your plate and just hand it to you.
Well, what possible difference can that make?
Well, I don't know, but I know it ain't right.
No. None of it's right. Why does a man invite 4 perfect strangers to dinner? What is this thing he has in mind for us he keeps talking about?
Well, all I know, he says he'll make it worth our while, and I can use a little of that worth your while stuff the way business has been lately.
Obviously, the connection between us is that we were all in that elevator a year ago.
Oh, what of it? There's no mystery about that. The police cleared that up the very next day.
Maybe Mr. Hardecker doesn't think so.
Sorry to have kept you, gentlemen. Now, suppose we get down to business.
Mr. Hardecker, none of us wish to seem rude, but we were just wondering what this business is all about.
You have you had come to the obvious conclusion, of course, that it has to do with my son.
Well, yeah.
I don't see why we're all sorry, naturally, but that's all over and done with.
Yes,
And
almost. But there are one or two little details that I thought you gentlemen might help me to clarify.
Oh, sure. Oh, well.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, then, if you don't mind, I know you must remember most of it, but it's almost a year ago. I'd like to go over the whole story from the beginning.
Well, that's all right.
Well, it was just before 5 in the afternoon on August 30th of last year when the matter which concerns us here this evening had its beginning. And on that day, and at that time, all 4 of you, perfect strangers, who had never seen each other before in your lives, found yourselves, for personal and business reasons of your own, on various floors of the Norfolk building in Midtown Manhattan, waiting for the express elevator to take you to the lobby. The first passengers were on the 21st floor.
21, going down, please. Express car, going down.
There are now 3 men in the elevator. The operator, Mr. Kenshaw and Mr. Lambert, who had gotten on at the 21st floor.
18, going down, please. Face the doors, please. Going down.
Now there are 5 men in the car. Mr. Prendergast and Mr. Mackenzie had entered the elevator at the 18th floor.
15, express car to the lobby. Going down, please.
Say hello to Eleanor for me.
You bet. Bye, Dad.
Bye.
6 men in the elevator. The last to enter, I had accompanied to the elevator door myself. He was my son.
These things drop pretty fast. Too fast for me.
Hey, this baby is moving. Hey, look! We can't stop it.
We're out of control. Look out, we're going to hit.
Get off.
Do something.
Anybody got a match?
I think my leg's broken.
Get me out of here. I got a wife and kids. Somebody get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Shut up a minute, can't you? You're not the only one with a wife and kids. Has anybody got a match? I've got to get this door open.
Yeah. I don't have it.
I'm liable to suffocate in here. These things are practically airtight. Where's the operator?
Operator, he's over here. I can feel the braid on his coat against my hand.
Oh. Hey, what about it, Bud? You've got a match so I can see what I'm doing here? Hey, operator.
He's dead.
Dead. Well, doesn't somebody come? What's the matter with them? Why did they come?
Pipe down, will you? Pipe down. There, I got it. Now we'll get a little air anyway. Oh, there's a light up there somewhere. Yeah, I can hear voices. Yeah, you hear them?
Help! Help!
Say, there's no use tearing your head off. They know we're down here. Gosh.
I wish my leg didn't hurt so bad.
Oh, let's see. Try wrapping your shirt around it tight. May stop some of the pain.
Thanks.
Yeah, easy.
Now what?
Nothing. Just sit and wait. That's all.
Why don't they hurry? What are they waiting for? Why don't they hurry?
Take it easy. You could be worse off.
Worse off?
Yeah. Like this poor guy, the operator. He's dead.
And so you waited. 6 men, 5 living, 1 dead. I know how it must have been for all of you, the minutes dragging by, there in the darkness, with nothing to do but wait.
How's your leg?
Better. How long do you suppose we've been down here?
No, it's hard to tell.
Maybe they think we're all dead. Maybe they're just taking their time.
Don't worry. They heard you hollering all right.
Gee, the poor guy. I wonder if he had any kids.
The operator? Yeah.
I often wondered sometimes what would happen if one of these things ever slipped.
Well, now you know. I'll never ride in one again.
So he's going to walk up 68 stories to the Rainbow Room.
I don't go to the Rainbow Room.
Oh, I'm certainly glad my father didn't get on this car with me. He was going to, but he changed his mind.
Wish I'd changed my mind. You know, if I hadn't gone back to make a phone call, I'd have been on another car.
What's the use of wishing?
Okay.
It's happened, and here we are.
Listen, there they are up there.
They're going to get us out.
Yeah.
Hello! Hello up there!
Yeah, we're coming to you. Take it easy.
Hurry, can't you? Hurry! Hurry!
We'll hurry. Anybody hurry?
Yeah, one guy's dead.
Oh. We'll be through to you in a minute. Okay, Ronnie, let her down now.
Look at that light up there.
Acetylene torches.
Yeah, they're going to cut a hole in the roof.
What a racket.
Oh, I'm nearly deaf already.
Listen, you guys. We're coming through, see? Watch out for sparks. Shut your eyes and stand back against the wall.
Okay.
I never knew those things made so much noise.
It's because we're close in.
What was that?
I don't know.
I thought I heard somebody holler.
Yeah, so did I.
Must have been one of those guys up above.
Those sparks are enough to blind you.
Well, don't look at them. They will blind you.
One went right by in front of my face, right across the car.
They couldn't have. They're dropping down.
Did you see it? It was awful bright.
Oh, just a reflection. Don't look at it.
I guess they got it cut through.
Phew, yeah. I couldn't have stood much more of that.
They're pulling off the top. It won't be long now.
All right. Stand clear down there. I'm going to jump down.
Yeah, cop.
And no cop ever looked lovelier.
All right. Pass them ropes down now. Okay, hold it. All right. Who's first now? Who's the worst hurt of you all? How about this fella?
And that's the operator. He's dead.
Hey, look. Those other 2 guys have both passed out.
Yeah, shocking. Yes.
Officer, I've got to get out of here. I feel pretty bad.
Hey, hold your horses. There's nothing wrong with you.
But
That man's got a broken leg there.
Who's got a broken leg?
I have, I think.
All right. Can you sit in this rope sling here?
I'll try.
Now, hang on with both your hands.
I'll be all right.
Okay. Pull him up.
Well, so long, fellas.
Take care of that leg.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. My name's Lambert.
And mine's Mackenzie. Maybe we'll run into each other sometime.
Yeah. Well, so long.
All right, let me have that rope now. Well, who's next now?
Well, maybe you better take those 2 guys that passed out. They might be hurt.
Why, sure. How about this young fella?
Sure. He got a little blood on him, hasn't he?
He has that.
Glass from the light fixtures, I guess.
Well, I don't think it's serious.
You don't, eh?
No, he seemed to be all right.
Well, whatever he seemed to be, he's not now. This man is dead.
Dead? Oh, but he can't be.
Look here, my lad, you don't seem to realize that you've come through a pretty serious accident.
I know, but he can't be dead. We heard him talking just a few minutes ago. Isn't that right?
Yes, I heard him.
Well, sure. He was talking to us here in the dock. He said something about being glad his father wasn't on this elevator.
I can't help what he said or what you heard him say. This man is dead.
My son, who had survived the original accident without apparent injury, was dead. You gentlemen were more fortunate. You lived. 5 days later, you four met again. It was at police headquarters. About 2:30 on a Friday afternoon. The last to arrive was Mr. Lambert.
In here, Mr. Lambert.
Thanks.
Hello there.
Hi, fella.
Hey, how's the leg?
Pretty good.
Mr. Lambert?
That's right.
I'm Chief Inspector McMahon.
How'd do?
You'll just take a seat there.
Yes, sir.
Well, we all here now? Mr. Kenshaw, Mr. Pendergast, Mr.
Yes?
McKenzie,
That's me.
Mr. Lambert.
Yes, sir.
Well, now, as I told each of you over the phone, I won't keep you very long. I just wanted to ask a few routine questions about that business of the elevator the other day.
Well, what's the matter? Something phony about it?
Not for our money. It's an open and shut case. Suicide.
Suicide?
Yeah. You mean the operator wanted to bump himself off so he could...
No, not the operator. He died of a fractured skull. This young Hardiker we're interested in. His father's been raising a row, so we said we'd investigate, but...
I still don't get it.
Wesley Hardiker was killed by a .32 caliber bullet through the heart.
What?
You couldn't have happened. You mean he killed himself right in that car with all of us...
What else? He wasn't shot when he walked in, and he was dead when we brought him out. Unless one of you killed him.
Oh,
no.
Well, no.
Any of you know him?
No.
Well, then there you are. Even the father had to admit that as far as he knew, his son had never seen any of you before in his life.
But it don't make sense.
What don't make sense?
Well, I mean, a guy shooting himself in an elevator with 4 other people that nobody didn't even know it.
Did any of you hear the shot?
Well, not before they started the blowtorches. I can swear to that. You couldn't have heard one anyway.
Yeah, you see.
Hey, wait a minute.
Did you hear something?
No. But Mackenzie, remember I said when I was laying on the floor of the elevator that I thought I saw a spark from one of those blowtorches that went across the car instead of falling down?
That's right.
Anybody else see it?
The blowtorches were absolutely blinding. You couldn't see a...
How about you, Mr. Kenshaw?
I'm afraid that I fainted or something silly like that. I'm not a very strong person.
Well, it was probably the gunshot, all right. Nothing very mysterious about it. The gun belonged to young Hardiker, licensed in his name, and had only his own fingerprints on it.
Well, maybe I shouldn't ask, but why did he do it?
The official verdict is suicide while of unsound mind.
He seemed all right. He talked to us perfectly sensibly just before it happened.
Just goes to show. You never can tell, can you?
Oh, he'd always been nervous and highly strung. We got that out of his father. The strain of being down in that black pit was just too much for him, that's all.
Oh, but what a terrible thing. To break down just as we were about to be rescued.
Yeah, it was too bad. Boys seem to have everything to live for, too. But we find that sort of thing all the time.
The noise, I suppose. I've read of cases of nervous breakdown caused by noise.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I guess I don't need to keep you gentlemen any longer.
Well, I'm certainly glad there were no complications.
Oh, don't worry. If one of you had anything to do with it, you'd be back in the cell right now.
That was almost a year ago. Last week, each of you received a phone call from me. I can well understand and sympathize with the fact that you were somewhat astonished, perhaps a little suspicious of what you heard. I don't doubt that most of you debated at some length in your minds the advisability of accepting my invitation at all. You, for instance, Mr. Mackenzie, you are married, as I remember. I imagine that you talked quite seriously with your wife about the whole affair. I phoned your home, I believe, at about 8:30 last Monday evening.
Yes? This is Mr. Mackenzie speaking. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't seem to place you. Oh, of course, Mr. Hardiker. Well, frankly, I don't see the point. You don't know me, I don't know you. Yeah? Yeah, I see.
Well, all right, Mr. Hardiker. I'll be there. That's a funny name.
Who was it, dear?
His name is Hardiker. The father of that boy who killed himself in the elevator last year.
Oh? Well, what does he want?
He wants me to come to dinner with him on Saturday at his home.
Why, how lovely. He's a very important man, isn't he? Did he ask both of us?
No. As a matter of fact, he's asking the 4 men who were in that elevator with his son when he died.
What a strange idea. Seems sort of gruesome to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Didn't he say anything?
Oh, he said quite a lot.
Well, what did he say?
I was just thinking.
Oh, now, please, Stephen, don't sit there and be so tantalizing. What did he say?
Well, he said something about his son's estate. Seems his son had quite a lot of money in his own right. The old man said he didn't need it, and there weren't any other relations, and... Well, he sort of hinted that he thought it might be a good idea to split it up between the 4 men who were with his son in his last moments of life, as he put it.
Why, Stephen, how wonderful. Why aren't you excited? How much is it? Do you suppose it's a lot of money?
I don't know.
Why, it might be several $1,000s. It might be several $100,000. Oh, Stephen, what's the matter with you?
Well, just such a crazy thing to do, that's all.
I don't see that makes any difference. If a man wants to do a nice, kind, generous thing...
Look, honey, if it was generosity, he'd give it to charity. If it was a sort of memorial to his son, he'd set up a scholarship or build a hospital or something.
Well...
The old man was pretty broken up about it when it happened. I remember reading something about his being in a sanitarium for a while afterwards. And he never did believe the verdict of suicide. The police as much as told us that at the time. How do I know he doesn't think one of us killed the boy?
Oh, that's absurd.
All right. But anybody who's crazy enough to divide up a wad of dough between 4 perfect strangers is crazy enough to think a perfect stranger killed his son.
Oh, why, that's...
Maybe he thinks we all did it. Maybe he's wacky and has some crazy idea about revenge and is going to use the dough as bait to get us all together.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Perhaps you ought not to go.
I already said I would. Why, anyway, maybe it's on the level.
Stephen, do you still have that gun you used to have when you worked at the bank?
Yeah, I have it there.
I think you ought to take it with you Saturday night.
Honey, I think you've got something there. I think that's a very good idea.
And so, gentlemen, I'm quite gratified that you all saw fit to accept my rather unique invitation, and that we are all here together this evening. By the way, Mr. Mackenzie, I'm afraid I must ask you to give me that gun that you brought along.
So that's it.
And, Mr. Mackenzie, you will notice that one of my servants who is standing in the door directly behind you has got you covered, is the phrase, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
How did you know?
Why, the butler sort of patted all your pockets when you removed your coats, but aside from that, I've spent most of my waking hours during the past year looking into the backgrounds of all you gentlemen.
So I was right about this setup after all. Now,
Look here, Mr. Hardecker. I came here tonight in perfectly good faith. I even canceled a very important business appointment.
With Mr. Joseph Donahue of Celluloid Products.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut out the mystery. What's this all about?
Yes, what's the idea?
No, wait a minute. One moment, gentlemen, one moment. I didn't ask you up here under false pretenses. I fully intend to divide my son's estate precisely as I suggested over the phone. I sincerely hope you don't resent my investigation of your backgrounds.
Well, gee, Mr. Hardecker, my background isn't much, I guess, but...
Perhaps we all owe you an apology, Mr. Hardecker, but you must admit the whole thing's been a little strange.
It has indeed been very strange. I think, however, that phase of the matter is about over. Now, before we get down to business, there is one detail that I'd like you to help clear me up.
Oh, sure, we'll be glad.
Can I bring it in now, sir?
If you please. Is it well mixed?
Yes, sir.
In the center of the table. Thank you, Johnson. Now, please see that we are not disturbed on any account whatsoever.
Yes, sir.
Say, that looks good. What is it?
Oh, it's got quite a number of things in it. White of egg, mustard, milk.
It sounds like an antidote for poison.
It is an antidote for poison.
What?
Gentlemen, there is a murderer in this room. One of you killed my son and hasn't paid for it yet.
Oh, don't be a fool. The coroner's verdict was suicide.
This is not a discussion, Mr. Mackenzie. This is an execution.
I'm getting out of here.
There is a man with a gun outside each door. You'll find them very unreceptive to that idea, Mr. Prendergast.
Sit down. He's got us. Well, the only thing we can do is try to talk a little sense into
I'm not open to arguments, Mr. Mackenzie. One of you killed my son. I know who that man is. It's taken me a year to find out, but I now know. The food that man ate tonight was poison.
Yeah, now, but
in
poison.
10 minutes, he'll drop dead.
You can't take the law into your own hands that way.
Unfortunately, the law demands a very specific type of evidence. The police, whom I consulted repeatedly, do not believe it possible to get a conviction on the evidence I have. And therefore, the conviction must come tonight.
Well, you wouldn't dare. You couldn't kill a man in cold blood that way.
There is an alternative, Mr. Prendergast. It is there in the center of the table. The antidote.
Oh.
The murderer may either confess his crime by drinking the contents of that bowl, or he may keep silent and go to his death here tonight. Privately executed for what cannot be publicly proved.
But they could send you to the chair for that.
I am quite aware of that contingency, Mr. Crenshaw, and quite willing to accept the consequences. But the murderer will have gone to his death before me.
But how do we know you poisoned the right...
The murderer knows, Mr. Prendergast. The rest need have no fear.
Hey, I think the guy's crazy. Maybe he poisoned all of us.
Look, Mr. Hardigan, this whole thing is insane. Nobody killed your son.
As to that, we shall shortly see, Mr. Mackenzie. The man who killed my son has approximately 7 minutes to live.
7 minutes?
It's me. I know it's me he's poisoned. My whole insides are on fire. It's me.
Don't fall for it unless you're sure. The whole thing may be a gag.
I assure you, nothing has ever been more serious, Mr. Mackenzie.
You know, I don't feel so good myself.
Neither do I. Probably just indigestion. After dinner story like this is enough to give indigestion to a horse.
No kidding. Hey, supposing this guy's a maniac. Suppose he just made it all up in his own head and poisoned all of us.
Listen, Mr. Hardigan. Let me just tell you this. If I come out of this alive, I'm going to beat your brains out of it. It's the last thing I do.
I can't stand it. Mr. Hardigan.
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't. I didn't do it.
Shut up.
5 more minutes.
Hey, I feel awful. Maybe we all ought to take some of that stuff, just in case.
Yeah, that's it. We'll all take it.
Yeah. Who'll take it first?
Unfortunately, gentlemen, there's only enough antidote for one.
Even if you're right, Hardigan, this is no way to do.
This is my way.
You're crazy, I tell you, crazy.
Perhaps. Have you a son?
Kenshaw.
Will it save me?
Well, gentlemen, now you know.
All right. What do I care? I killed him. And I do it again. I hated him all my life. In school, in college, he never even knew that I existed. He was too good for someone like me. And he had everything. Money, everything. And he married the girl that I loved. She didn't know how I felt. I never told her. And then she died. Pneumonia, they said. She wouldn't have died if she hadn't married him. So I killed him. I saw him get into the elevator. And then it failed. It fell. It was as though God had delivered it into my hands. It came to me there in the dark. I choked him. I choked him, and then he got out his gun, and I put my hand over his, and I turned it against him, and tired. But I'm glad. I'm glad. Look.
Help him, somebody. Help him. Here. Hold up his head. Yeah. Never mind. He's dead.
It didn't work in time.
You killed him, Hardiker.
No, I didn't.
I tell you, he's dead.
Yes, I know. But what he drank was not the antidote. It was the poison.
The poison?
You see, I didn't exactly know which of you killed my son. I only knew that one of you must have. And so Robert Kenshaw convicted himself in front of all of you and was his own executioner.
But then, he was never poisoned at all until...
Until he drank the contents of that bowl.
Gee.
I shall divide the estate, gentlemen, as I promised. Meanwhile, you may call the police if you like. Let the law and divine providence decide whether this man died by my hand or by the guilt that lay upon his own soul.
And so closes After Dinner Story by Cornell Woolrich, starring Otto Kruger. Tonight's tale of Suspense. This is the Man in Black, who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next week, same time, when our star will be Gene Lockhart in the suspense play called Statement of Employee Henry Wilson. The producer of Suspense is William Spear, who tonight also directed the broadcast, and who with Lud Gluskin and Lucian Malowick, conductor and composer, and Robert L. Richards, the radio author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
Make a note on your calendar that beginning December 2nd, Suspense will come to you on Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Wartime, 7 p.m. Central Wartime, and 6 p.m. Mountain Wartime. Remember, Suspense will be heard on Thursday nights beginning December 2nd. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Columbia's program, Suspense. With us in Hollywood tonight as star is Mr. Gene Lockhart, whose remarkable characterizations on the screen have won him a notable following with American audiences. It is with rueful satisfaction, but with satisfaction nonetheless, that the genial Mr. Lockhart contemplates his reputation. Because of his cinematic misdoings, his numberless treacheries, betrayals, and cowardly villainies, he is one of the most hated men in the country today. Our story this evening by John Shaw is called Statement of Employee Henry Wilson. And so with the performance of Gene Lockhart as he relates and relives the events of the climactic moment in Henry Wilson's life, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
I was aware that I was trembling. I tried walking slowly back and forth in front of the desk, but even in motion, my knees felt weak and my whole body shook. Why was it always I who trembled and never this pompous insect sitting in front of me? His voice was cool and mocking. His voice was clear and hard.
Well, I sympathize with you, of course, Wilson. But the error must be brought to Mr. Larkin's attention. It was quite a big mistake, sir. Quite a costly mistake. Mr. Larkin must know.
He wouldn't cover it up. I knew that. 2 years ago, this man had come with the firm For 8 years before that, I had worked there, enjoying the work, liking the people. And then he had come there. Have you ever stood quietly by and watched someone rob your house and steal your pocketbook? I was helpless. He was ambitious. He was clever. He was fluent. And as of tonight, I was his subordinate. 2 years against 10 years. Around the office, I had a reputation of being casual and carefree. But I hated this man. Every inch of me hated this man. And it was not a new hatred.
Of course, there was no question of your honesty.
His voice was patronizing. The patient teacher and the unruly pupil. I hated him. He smiled up at me and waved his hand in dismissal. He almost brushed a small iron vase off the top of the desk with the gesture. I had seen that vase so often, but I had never seen it out of the eyes that I was looking at it with now.
Good night, Wilson.
Good night, I said. Good night, clever boy. I walked out into the corridor and rang for the elevator.
Terrible night, ain't it, Mr. Wilson?
I heard the boy
Yes, sir,
talking,
these elevators
like
are
he was
fast,
yelling
too.
at me from some distant mountain.
I wish my
He was talking and I was answering, but what either of us was saying, I didn't know. I was thinking of something else. I looked at my watch as I stepped out of the car. It was 11:30 already. I mentioned it.
You had a long day today, Mr. Wilson.
Those were the first words of the boy that I heard clearly, very clearly. Yes, I told him.
Oh, plenty of overtime this week.
I stood and looked at him for a moment.
Mr. Dodge is still in the office. You might drop in and see if he wants anything. I think he'd be very grateful.
I will, sir. I certainly will. It'll help to pass the time, sir. I don't like to complain, but these nights pass awful slow sometimes.
Yes. Go up and see if he wants anything. Go up and see.
I walked out of the lobby and came back into the building again when the boy had gotten into the elevator. 4 flights up. I took the stairs slowly. I was in no rush. I must let the boy get out of the room first. He said the nights passed slowly. This one wouldn't, and yet there would be an eternity compressed in it. When I got to the 4th floor, I stood at the top of the stairs and watched the door to Dodd's office. The elevator was parked at the floor, so I knew the boy was in the room. A short while later, he came out, and I crouched back in the shadows until he'd gone down in the car. And then I walked into the room, not in a crouch or moving my feet so that no sound would wake the stillness, but casually, honestly. There was a small waiting room to Mr. Dodd's office. In 2 years, he had a waiting room. In 10, I had none. I felt like laughing at the symbolism of that fact.
Who's there?
I called out my name and entered his office.
Yes? What is it, Wilson?
He was still sitting down, and the iron vase was still alongside of him, very close to him. I started to talk. I don't know what about, business, things in general. I've quite forgotten. I reached across and picked up the iron vase casually, very casually. But his eyes went wild suddenly, and he jumped. And I hit him square on the top of the head with the vase. It wasn't a very good shot. I had no leverage. But he started to slump back in the chair. I hit him again, hard, and again, and again. And a red streak ran across his forehead, and he lay still. I put my hand against his heart. For a moment, there was a soft beating, and then I could feel nothing. I was very calm and very warm. I was calmer than I'd ever been before. I wiped off the vase and put it back onto the desk. I ran through the papers the Dodds had been looking at until I found the one paper I was looking for. I ripped it into little bits, and I put the pieces into my pocket. Outside the building, my first act would be to scatter the pieces. I'd cover my mistake myself. I moved slowly back to the door. I wiped the doorknob and looked once around the room before I opened the door and stepped out into the waiting room. And then...
Going home, Mr. Wilson?
I stood there, afraid to turn, afraid to think. I slammed the door shut behind me and stood in front of it.
Are you all right, Mr. Wilson?
I tried to talk, but the words got caught somewhere in my throat. It was the sweeper, Tom Higby, the night sweeper. I almost fainted. Everything had been set so nicely. I'd left the building. The elevator boy had come up and found Dodds in good health. Someone had stolen him later and killed him. That would be the elevator boy's story. If suspicion attached to anyone, it would be the boy. I had left the building. But now, this.
Are you all right, Mr. Wilson?
I'm fine, Tom. A bit of a cold, that's all. A weekend's one. How are the wife and kids?
Fine.
The shock was wearing off.
Mr. Dodds is in his room now, Tom. Working very late tonight. You'd better, let his office go for this once.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Wilson. I could give it a quick brush, though, sir. I wouldn't disturb him none.
I stood firm in front of the door. For a moment, I wondered if he'd seen anything when I'd come out of the room. It was possible. He could have looked over my shoulder. No. No, he hadn't seen anything. He began to sweep the sitting room, and I stood and watched him. I couldn't let him get out of here. I'd go to the chair if he told me about being there. And I couldn't kill him, too. Oh, what a quick step it had been back to normal. I was nervous again, and I felt a sickness at the bottom of my stomach. I tried to talk, and I sounded stupid. Tom looked at me. I wouldn't have to touch him. It would be his word against mine, and I had left the building. I opened the door quickly and went back into Dodd's office. I tried to keep my eyes away from that thing at the desk. I remember that he kept a bottle in one of the doors, and I took it and brought it out to the sitting room with me.
Oh, Tom, Mr. Dodds has a birthday tomorrow, and he wonders if you'll drink his health with me.
Well, I don't think you better take any tonight.
Mr. Dodds has a birthday. Sometime tomorrow he'll be a day old in the next world. Tom was famous for his liquor habits, but he hesitated.
Well, now...
I poured the drinks.
I don't think I better have...
Up with it, Tom, and down with it. And here's to Mr. Dodds.
Well, all right. It was kind of...
He drank one. He drank another. He drank a third. And still I poured them into him. He got talkative and grew very gay. But he didn't pass out. I looked at my watch. It was almost 12:30. 1 whole hour I'd wasted with him. I could stand no more. He was drunk. Any test would show that. His story tomorrow would be listed as a drunkard's babble. I had left the building an hour ago. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. I walked behind him, and he was laughing. And I hit him as hard as I could on the back of the neck. He pitched forward off the chair onto the floor. I dragged him into Dodd's office. And I lifted him into the chair facing Dodds. I brought the bottle in from the sitting room and put it on the desk in front of Dodds. I took the iron bars and curled Tom's hands around it for the fingerprint, and I dropped it at his feet. A bottle, a fight, a killing. I was sweating. I went out into the sitting room again and almost fell to my knees. I was frightened. I had to get out of here. I got to the lobby and looked out of the shadows of the elevator. The boy was sitting on a chair outside the car, and he seemed asleep. I came out of the darkness and went quickly towards the street and began to walk rapidly. I wanted to get somewhere out of the world. Oh, would I ever sleep again? we murderers are not supposed to, and I wanted to rest. I had a sudden idea. I went into a cafeteria and used the telephone. I called the building and got the elevator boy on the phone.
Hello there. Hello, Jim. Oh, this is Mr. Wilson, Jim. Has Mr. Dodds left yet?
The voice that answered me was sleepy, and the words were hard to make out. But I knew all the answers.
Well, listen closely, Jim. Will you tell him that the address of the place we were talking about is 144 Gray Street? Yes, yes, that's right. Oh, he'll know what I mean. Will you go up and tell him now, Jim? All right. Thanks a lot, Jim.
I was sure the sweeper would be discovered in the room with Dodds. The address was a Turkish bath. It's logical. A man working all night might want to go to a Turkish bath afterwards. Jim would walk in now, and heaven only knew what came next. The sweeper would be caught like a rat in a trap, drunk, and with a murdered man sitting across from him. I walked home through streets that crushed me in their shadows, between walls that whispered at me as I passed. I sat up in my room for hours listening to the sounds Manhattan makes in the night. And finally, I fell asleep. And I sat, and I slept, and I dreamed until sunrise. I woke with a start. I was shaking like some miserable wet cur. I took a drink and tried breathing deeply. Somewhere I read that deep breathing killed that scared feeling. What in blazes was I frightened about? I was safe. I was completely safe. But when I left the house, I was still shaking. I walked all around the block that the building was on before I went inside. It looked like any other morning. On the floor where my office was, I saw a policeman, and then another, and then my world was surrounded by a ring of police and plainclothes men. I must watch my nerves. I must move carefully, very carefully. None of them paid any more attention to me than they did to any of the others. They assembled all of us in the president's office, and then one of them, a sharp, alert young man, began to talk.
Last night, an attempt was made on the life of one of your associates, Mr. Charles Dodds.
A murmur ran around the room. I was talking with the rest, being surprised with the rest. But what did he mean, an attempt? Dodds had been dead. Or had he?
Fortunately, however, the attack was not successful. And Mr. Dodds has supplied us with some rather unbelievable information. Information which
I tried to hold myself. I felt faint suddenly. And then something happened inside me. And I did not break. It was a trick. It was a trick, I was sure of it. The detective stared at us, running his eyes across our faces, across my face, searching, staring. And then he shrugged his shoulders.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Dodds was killed. And another man you might know also died last night. Mr. Thomas Higbee, the night sweeper.
Higbee? Dead too? Again, that rustle of voices, that droning conversation that I was part of. Some of them had known Higbee, liked him. I hadn't meant to kill him. Could there be some mistake? I wanted to ask one of these men, was there some mistake? I hadn't meant to kill him.
Mr. Dodds was clubbed to death. The night sweeper died of a heart attack. Nothing more is known as yet about what happened here last night. You must all consider yourselves at the disposal of the police, till you're told otherwise. Now, if you...
Blast them. Why didn't they say something? They were lying to these people. Nothing more was known. That's nonsense. Why, it was all there for them to see. It told its own story. Higbee had killed Dodds. Poor, harmless little Higbee had killed that big, famous executive. And now...
Mr. Wilson, will you come this way, please? Just a little routine questioning, that's all. Everybody here will have to undergo it.
I must watch myself. I must go very slowly.
Sit here, won't you, Mr. Wilson? Now, do you remember what time you left the office last night?
What time? 11:30. Yes, it was 11:30. I remember mentioning it to the elevator boy.
Uh-huh. And what time did you get home?
Oh, somewhere about 12:30, I guess. Yes, just about that time.
Is there anybody who would swear to that?
Well, the elevator boy...
Well, I don't mean that. Is there anyone who saw you go into your house at 12:30?
I hardly think so. At that time, the streets aren't too well populated, you know, officer. And I live in a house where people mind their own business. I really don't know anybody in the house, and I doubt if anybody saw me go into it. But you can check with the elevator boy, though, as to my going home at 11:30.
Yes, we have already. You weren't on the best of terms with Dodds, were you, Wilson?
Oh, I was fond of him. But I don't know what right you have to say a thing like that.
He kind of did you out of a job around here, didn't he?
Oh, he was a smart man. Mr. Dodds was an exceptionally smart man. It was not at all a disgrace to lose the position to him. When I left him last night, he was in excellent health. If I killed a man every time I had a job taken away from me, I'd have quite a long line of victims behind me. Of course, I'm just joking, you know.
You made a phone call to him last night, didn't you?
Yes, to the elevator boy. I remember suggesting that he go to a Turkish bath after he'd finished work to sort of tone up. They're very good, you know. And I mentioned that I knew a very good one that I could recommend. And then when he asked me the name of it, I couldn't think of the address of the place, and I thought of it later, though, and I phoned the building.
Where'd you phone from?
From a little place in the neighborhood.
And about what time did you phone?
Well, it was about 12:25, I guess. I was getting a little mixed up. It couldn't have been then. I was still in the building at 12:30. They were confusing me.
You called at exactly 12:55.
So you must have miscalculated the time of your arrival at home. However, that isn't important. None of us is expected to time ourselves from place to place, are we? When we find too good an alibi, we get kind of suspicious. Well, I don't think we'll have to bother you anymore, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you. He asked me to send somebody in to see him as I went out. I forget who it was. I was thinking very hard. I went into my office and sat down. So easy. Was it possible the whole thing was over? And so easily?
Hello there, Wilson. Very sad, this business. Very sad.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Larkin.
But we must go on. Mr. Dodds would want it that way.
Yes, sir, he would.
It's a responsible job he had, Wilson. But you've been with us long enough to know that.
Yes, sir.
Do you think you can handle it?
Well, sir, yes, sir, I think I can.
Good. Get your stuff together and take over Dodd's old office. You deserve this, Wilson. And I'm sure you'll reward our confidence in you.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Of course, I hardly expected...
On second thought, I think you'd better go into his office right away and sort of straighten out some of the things on his desk. I'll have one of the boys bring your things in later.
Very well, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir. The fat, pompous pig. I hadn't he said those things before last night. They were all in a spot now. They needed poor, stupid Wilson. They needed me to get them out of a hole. The further the thing went, the funnier it got. Books were wrong about virtue and good counting for anything. To get ahead, you either married the boss's daughter or killed the boss. I took the pencil and a small notebook and went out into the corridor. I stood for a moment outside Dodd's office, just like last night, and then I pushed the door open, slowly. The sitting room, and then the door to the office. I opened it and walked inside. I heard the door close softly behind me, and I stood there, smelling the death in the air. And then, I saw it. I tried to yell, but I couldn't get the words out. There in front of me, sitting in the chair where I dropped him last night, was Tom Higby, his eyes open, his expression blank and staring, and at his feet was the bottle and the vase, the same bottle, the same vase. Dodds was all that was missing. I turned and I bolted into the hall.
Higby. Well, what's the matter, Wilson? You look like you'd seen a ghost.
In the office. Higby.
Higby? Why, Higby's dead, man. What's the matter?
Mr. Larkin. Where's Mr. Larkin?
Right, here I am, Wilson. What's the matter?
In the office. In the office.
What? Why, nothing's the matter in here. I
walked in after him. There was nothing there. Nothing. No Higby. No bottle. No vase. But I saw them. Oh, was I going crazy? Was I beginning to go mad? I felt Larkin pat on my shoulder. He murmured something about everybody being a little touchy, a little jumpy. And then he left. And I was alone in the room. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. I stared at the desk and at the chair. No one was there. No one could have been there. I must watch myself. What?
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Oh, not at all.
I seem to be in the wrong room. I'm Mrs. Charles Dodds.
Oh.
I'm looking for that young detective. He doesn't seem to be out here.
Well, I believe he's in the end room questioning the employees.
And I don't suppose he'll be able to see me for a little while. Do you mind if I wait here for him?
Well,
Thank you so much.
Excuse me for a second. Charlie, will you tell the detective that Mrs. Dodds is waiting for him in my new office? You've already seated yourself. I was going to suggest that perhaps this seat might... She was sitting in his chair. There was blood in that chair.
This is quite all right, thank you. Charles would have liked to see the way everybody's taking his death. Everyone is so kind to me.
Mr. Dodds was a fine man. A fine man.
You're Mr. Wilson, aren't you? He used to talk about you. Thought you were a very bright person. He seemed very fond of you. I don't know how I'll be able to go on without him.
Mrs. Dodds, you mustn't. You mustn't.
I'm sorry. He wouldn't like to see me carrying on like this, would he? We were going to buy a home in Westchester this summer. Did he ever tell you that? Yes. Just outside Yonkers. We have two lovely little ones, Toby and little Mary. He loved the New York State countryside.
We talked so much about it.
On she rambled. He liked this. He didn't like that. The children, Toby and little Mary. She was driving me crazy. Stop it, I wanted to yell. Get out of here and leave me in peace. Get out of here, you witch. Get out. Get out.
Mrs. Dodds, Detective Lewis would like to see you now.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Wilson. And goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, and get out. And leave me alone. I hadn't meant to do anything like that. I hadn't wanted to do any of the things I was doing. All I wanted to do was to kill Dodds. All these other things, they weren't mine. I hadn't killed Higby. He can't haunt me. His wife can't cry at me. Heart attack. That's it. Higby died of a heart attack.
I beg your pardon, sir. Have you seen Mrs. Higby? The detectives are looking for her.
How would I see her? Am I everybody's guardian? How can anybody get lost in this office?
Sorry, sir. Mrs. Higby. Mrs. Higby.
Stop it, you fool.
Higby!
You howling idiot. Can't you be looked for quietly? You will drag Higby from his grave with your yelling.
2 widows.
What?
You manufacture widows, don't you, Mr. Wilson? Widows and orphans. Tell me, Mr. Wilson, is it your life's work or is it just a hobby with you? Tell me, Mr. Wilson.
Who is that? Who is that talking? Do they think they can make a fool of me? The office communication. It's off.
Oh, stop it, Mr. Wilson. You'll go balmy.
Oh.
You've committed the perfect crime. Don't go crazy and spoil it.
No.
Perfection is instinctive with you, isn't it?
Yes.
Not a plan that you make. Spontaneous perfection. There aren't many who do that.
Go on. Go on. Voices can't frighten me. They deserve to die. And that's why they're dead.
Thou shalt not kill, Mr. Wilson. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill.
Not Higby. I didn't kill him. His heart stopped. You hear me, that's all? I didn't kill him. Now you voices stop. You hear me? Stop it, I command. Stop it.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wilson?
What do you mean, is there something wrong? You hear them, too? Well, you mustn't listen. They lie. You hear me? They lie. Now get out. Get out. Get out. You must talk only to me. You understand me? Only to me. Not to these others. Don't say anything to them. Only to me. Only to me. Well, what do you want?
Well, I don't know.
You think they'll say something bad about me, don't you? So you can carry me off to jail. That's what you're waiting for, isn't it? Well, you're going to be disappointed. You see? They're quiet.
What's quiet?
Yeah, who's quiet?
You think I'm going to tell you. They won't say anything unless I tell them to, and I'm not going to tell them to say anything, not one little word. Last night you wanted to know all about last night. Well, you asked them, but they won't tell you.
Look at the expression on that face. Look at him, Lieutenant.
They were there. They saw me hit him, but they won't say anything. They were there, but they won't tell you a thing, not one little word, not a single thing.
Gibbering idiot.
Because I'm not going to
I
listen.
shouldn't have let you monkey around. We could have gotten it out of him some other way. You and your psychology. You know, you should leave that stuff in colleges.
All I did was plant Higby in the office and route Mrs. Dodds in here and talked into the ventilating system.
Yeah, those voices had me creepy, too.
Incidentally, Dodds was single.
What?
That girl's my fiancée. She's an actress.
Well, why did you tell him Higby was dead? No, maybe you better not explain. Psychology, huh? Well, what are we going to do with the confession now? We should have pinched him the moment he walked in here. Maybe I'm lucky I never went to college.
There's no use you waiting here. They won't tell you anything. They're mine, all mine. I tell them what to say.
All right, get the wagon up here.
Away.
I'm not going to walk this thing through the streets.
I won't say a word.
Henry Wilson, it's the judgment of this court that you be sent to the Hillview Mental Home and be kept there in close confinement until such...
On the voice went. I had stopped listening to voices, all but the ones that I couldn't help hearing. But I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I tell people that, and they look at me queerly. The stupid fools. The guards here have spread the lies that I have fits. Lies. Lies, I tell you. They say every night when the moon comes up, I have fits. Loud, roaring fits. Well, they lie. Because it's then that I hear the voices. I hear Dodds and his wife and Toby and little Mary. And I sit quietly and I listen to them. Do you think I could have a fit in front of them? Do you now? No, I'd be ashamed. I tell you, I'm not crazy. And they lie when they tell you that they lie. All of them. They lie. And they lie. 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 Lie.
And so closes Statement of Employee Henry Wilson, starring Gene Lockhart. Tonight's tale of Suspense. This is the Man in Black, who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next week, same time, when our two distinguished stars will be Margot and Philip Dorn. They will appear in a suspense play by John Dixon Carr, entitled Cabin B-13. Producer and director of Suspense is William Spear, who with Lud Gluskin and Lucian Morowick, conductor and composer, and John Shaw, the author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
Suspense fans, please note that this program will shortly move to a different day of the week. Suspense will come to listeners in Eastern and Central time zones on Thursdays, beginning December 2nd, and to Mountain and Pacific time zone listeners on Mondays, beginning December the 6th. Now remember, Thursdays, beginning December the 2nd, in Eastern and Central time zones, and Mondays, beginning December 6th, in the Pacific and Mountain time zones for Suspense.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. In Hollywood this evening, our two distinguished stars are the lovely actress Margot and the polished young actor from Holland, Mr. Philip Dorn. A story by John Dixon Carr dealing with strange, very strange happenings aboard an ocean liner, and called Cabin B-13, is tonight's tale of Suspense. If you have been with us before, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. In this series are tales calculated to intrigue you, to stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so with Cabin B-13, and with the performances of Margot as Anne Brewster and Philip Dorn as Dr. Karl Heinrich, we again hope to keep you in suspense. Come now, in happier peacetime days, to a great ocean liner on the night of her departure for Europe. There she is at the West 22nd Street Pier, the 25,000-ton Mauravania of the White Planet Line. Smoke from her three funnels coils up lazily in mild October air. You can see the decks, white and shiny like shoeboxes, and the string of lights along them, and the band standing by on A deck to play her out. You can hear the murmur of an excited crowd, and the rattle of the steam winches as cargo is lowered into the hold. You can see the bustle of activity, and the second officer standing at the head of the gangplank as two rather late passengers hurry through the customs shed towards that gangplank.
It's all right, Ricky. We are not too late.
No, and I thought we'd be in time.
A honeymoon in Europe. 3 whole months with nothing to worry about.
That's right, dear. And you've been my wife for, let's see, practically 5 hours now.
I believe the correct phrase is it was so sudden, Mr. Brewster.
So sudden that we have to travel on our own passports instead of a husband and wife one. I hope they don't think you're not an honest woman.
I'm going to act like a complete wanton just to devil you. Oh, what about our tickets, Ricky? Do we give them to that officer standing at the top of the gangplank?
No, honey, you keep your ticket. The cabin steward will come around and collect it after we're underway.
And the money, Ricky?
It's a lot of money, Anne. $10,000 in cash. Maybe I better turn it in at the purser's office for safekeeping.
Yes, maybe you had. Wait a minute, Ricky.
What is it, then?
Wait. Do you mind if we stand here for a second before we go up the gangplank?
Oh, what's the matter? You're not ill, are you?
No, but getting over brain fever isn't any joke.
Oh, I know, dear.
You see, Ricky, I ought to be eager and excited like all those people up there, but suddenly you get fancies. Queer, sick fancies. Suddenly, right now, all I can think of is the night and the wind and all the black water in the dark.
And that's exactly the kind of morbid fancy I'm trying to cure you of.
I know, Ricky. I'll be good, but I was just thinking of a story.
What story?
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Which way do we go?
Up the gangplank, through that door there, and then down on the elevator to B deck. And no more horrors, do you understand? Here we are, Ann. B deck and cabin number... Good Lord. B13.
B13.
You're not superstitious, are you?
Why, no, dear. Not about things like that. Open the door.
Here we are. Lights on and...
Oh, Ricky, darling. It's a beautiful cabin.
Well, best I could get. Well, I've got our luggage in anyway, and... Over there, madam, you'll find a basket of fruit and some books from your obedient servant.
Oh, you are nice to me. And I'm feeling so much better, Ricky. I will be all right, darling.
Of course you will. But you won't find any detective novels among those books.
Please, Ricky.
Detective novels may be all right for presidents and college professors, but they're straight poison to you. You'll read love stories and like it.
You know, Ricky, I keep thinking and thinking about that story I mentioned.
Oh, what story, dear?
It's an old one. You probably know it, but it was new to me. A woman and her daughter arrive in Paris and go to a hotel.
Oh, you mean the old Paris exposition story?
Yes, that's it. The daughter goes out. When she returns, her mother has disappeared. And even the hotel room isn't the same. The proprietor of the hotel swears the girl came there alone and that there never was a mother. The whole room is different when she goes back to look at it. The girl goes to the police, and they won't believe her, and she's nearly crazy. Of course, it turns out that the mother has caught bubonic plague and died, and they're hushing it up so that the visitors won't keep away from the city and ruin the whole exposition,
Anne,
but...
You've got to stop this kind of talk.
I know. But imagine being in a situation like that, with all those queer eyes staring at you. Wondering if you'd lost your reason. Wondering if your brain had cracked and the whole world might dissolve and... Listen.
Well, that's the last call, Anne. We'll be underway any minute now.
You know, Ricky, I would like to see the skyline go past and the Statue of Liberty and the rest of it.
Oh, then why not go up and see it? I've got to deposit this money in the purser's office on C deck.
But I don't like you to leave me.
Oh, now look here, dear. You don't think I'm going to disappear, do you?
I suppose I don't really. When I get these ideas, and I can't help it, Ricky, I wish you'd wallop me.
Well, I'm not going to wallop you, Anne, but you've got to stop being afraid. You certainly won't disappear in a crowded ship with any number of people all around you. And as for me, I defy Houdini himself to make me vanish.
Don't talk like that.
I'm not going to vanish, and neither is this cabin, dear. Now, run along. I'll join you on deck as soon as I can.
All right, Ricky. I'll be good. Eager people, excited people, happy people, all crowding up to the rail to wave goodbye. Nothing to worry about, nothing on their minds except...
Except what?
Oh.
Except seasickness, madam?
Oh.
Well, I beg your pardon. I hadn't meant to startle you, believe me.
Please don't mention it, how silly of me. It was my fault. I haven't been very well.
I noticed it, madam, if you'll forgive me. That was why I spoke to you. As you see by my uniform, I'm the ship's doctor.
This is a British ship, isn't it? But you don't sound British.
No, I'm an Austrian, madam. Dr. Paul Heinrich, at your service. I'm not very popular in my own country today. The days of colored shirts and vacant minds.
I'm Mrs. Brewster, Doctor. Anne Brewster. When does the ship go?
In about a second, Mrs. Brewster. You will hear the whistle, then the band will strike up, all langs in, and then...
We're moving, aren't we?
Yes? Don't you feel the vibration of the engine?
Oh, dear, I'll be at Christmas. Whoa! The key to the car is in the living room table drawer. You go out and let it run. Tell me I'll kill you when I get down.
Yes, dear, of course I'll behave myself in Paris. Say, what time is the bar open aboard this stuff,
I imagine this is not your first crossing, madam.
Oh, I'm afraid it is, Dr. Heinrich. My husband's crossed many times, he tells me, but not on this ship.
Well, then I hope you're a good sailor.
Why, Dr. Heinrich?
Well, because we'll run into some very dirty weather once we are out at sea. October is a very bad month for traveling.
Well, if I do get seasick, Doctor, I'll rush straight to you, and I'll expect to be cured.
Let me tell you a secret, madam. There are two common ailments for which medical science has no cure. One is ordinary seasickness, and the other is hangover. Tomorrow morning I shall be dealing with both.
And enjoying it?
Oh, no. Sympathizing with it. That's all I can do. How do you like the Mauravania?
Oh, it's a magnificent ship from what I've seen of it. And you know they've given us a very nice cabin down on B deck, B13. What's the matter? Why are you looking at me like that?
I beg your pardon. Did you say B13?
Yes. Why not?
You're quite sure of that, madam?
Why, yes, of course I'm sure of it. I saw the number on the door. Why not?
Well, because...
Go on, Dr. Heinrich.
Because there's no such cabin aboard a ship. I'm not joking, Mrs. Brewster. You see, some people are superstitious. Many ships, like this one, omit number 13 on each deck. You must have been mistaken.
What are you trying to tell me? Do you think I saw something that wasn't there?
No, Mrs. Brewster, not at all.
Then come along with me. I'll show you. I'll prove to you that there is a number 13. Will you come along?
Yes, Mrs. Brewster. I think perhaps I had better escort you.
Stewardess. Yes, miss. Yes, ma'am. Come in straight away.
Tell me, stewardess, this is B deck, isn't it?
B deck, ma'am? Oh, yes, ma'am. No doubt about that.
Dr. Heinrich and I have been all over this part of the ship looking for cabin number 13, but we don't...
I've been trying to convince this lady stewardess that there's no such cabin number 13 on this ship.
Why, there sure to heaven isn't, ma'am. And never has been. I served aboard the Mauravania a matter of 8 years, and I ought to know.
But I tell you, I saw it. I was in there. It was a big cabin with a private bathroom attached. The walls were paneled in light oak, and the furniture was rosewood and yellow satin, and the portholes were like real windows.
Well, that's not much good, ma'am.
No, I'm afraid not. Most of the cabins hereabouts look like that. May I ask you, what name was the cabin booked in?
Brewster, naturally. Mr. and Mrs. Richard E. Brewster.
Here, let's have a look on my list. No, there's no Brewster here, ma'am.
I tell you, I was in there. They even delivered the luggage. I saw it.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I had a look-see in all the cabins I'm in charge of, just to see if the passengers wanted anything. And I don't remember any luggage with a Brewster label on it.
Wait a minute. There may be a partial explanation of this.
You see, that's better, Mrs. Brewster. I was hoping you might find one.
Ricky, that's my husband. Ricky and I have only been married a very short time, and when my maid printed the baggage label, she must have made them out in my maiden name. I never noticed at the time.
Oh, what name might that be, ma'am?
Thornton. Anne-Marie Thornton.
Oh, Lord, miss. Now, why couldn't you have said that before? I remember it well. 2 silk cases and a little trunk. They're in B16 now.
Where's B16?
Right behind you, miss. You're standing practically in front of the door.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, yes, but, what about my husband's luggage?
There's no gentleman's luggage in that cabin, miss. Your husband's or any other gentleman's, if you know what I mean.
I won't stand for this. Where's Ricky? What have you done with Ricky?
Please, Mrs. Brewster. There's one easy way to settle this.
Settle it? How?
Just look down the corridor. You notice the man coming towards us? The man with the 2 gold stripes around his sleeve?
Well?
That's Mr. Marshall, our second officer. Did you ever see him before?
Yes. Yes, of course I have. He was standing at the top of the gangplank when Rick and I got aboard.
Exactly. So he might be able to tell us something.
Oh.
Mr. Marshall? Mr. Marshall?
Yes, Doctor, what's up?
Would you mind coming here for a moment?
Well, not at all, old boy. Always glad to oblige a chap who may have to cut me up at any moment. What may I do for you?
Take a good look at this young lady. And tell me, have you seen her before?
Seen her before? Well, my dear chap, if I had overlooked, the young lady will pardon me, I know, a passenger as charming as this lady is, I would be less of the gentleman than I fancy myself.
You saw her coming aboard tonight?
Oh, yes, certainly.
And, of course, you saw the gentleman who was with her.
The gentleman who was with her?
Yes.
Oh, but there was nobody with her, old boy.
You're quite certain of that, Mr. Marshall?
Oh, my dear doctor, she was the last of them to come aboard. I take my Bible oath there was no other passenger with her, or ahead of her or behind her if it comes to that.
You're lying to me.
Please, Mrs. Brewster, lower your voice.
I know what it is. It's the old Paris trick, like in the story. But you won't get away with it, do you hear?
Now, look here, madam.
I'll go to the purser, I'll go to the captain. Oh, dear Father in heaven, won't anybody believe me?
Later that night, in the captain's room just abaft the bridge, there is a conference of ship's officers. Outside, stung by spray clinging to the bulkhead rail in the dark, a frightened girl waits until the door of the cabin's room opens.
Will you bring the young lady in, Dr. Heinrich, and close the door?
Yes, sir. Here we are. This is Captain Wainwright. Now, just tell your story straightforwardly, and please don't excite yourself.
Well, maybe we can get some decision into this matter. Will you sit down here beside my desk, Miss Thornton?
My name is Brewster, Captain. Mrs. Ann Brewster.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Brewster.
Thank you very much, Captain.
I might tell you, ma'am, I've got a lot on my mind already. The first officer comes aboard with an attack of flu. I'm facing an equinoctial gale short-handed. And now this has to happen on top of it.
I'm terribly sorry I can't help that, Captain. But I want to know what they've done with Ricky.
Just one moment, please, while I get this straight. At this time, I understand, you yourself have personally interviewed practically every single passenger aboard this ship. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
But your alleged husband is not here. Is that true?
Yes, that's true,
but In the meantime, the purser has sent a squad of men to search this ship. They've searched every inch of it. You can take my word for that. There's nobody hidden. Your husband's not here. According to Mr. Marshall, who's standing over there...
I see him.
According to Mr. Marshall, he never was here.
Oh, hang it all, Miss Thornton. You needn't glare at me like that. We couldn't see the chap. He wasn't there, now could we?
Be quiet, Mr. Marshall.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So I'm not unreasonable, Mrs. Brewster. I think you'll admit that. So what can I do? What can I say? Can you offer any proof, even, that this husband of yours ever existed?
Proof? Yes, of course I can.
Excuse me for interrupting, but would you mind, Captain, if I ask a question or two?
No, Doctor, go ahead. I tell you, I'm going daft myself.
If you were married, Mrs. Brewster, you must be carrying a joint husband and wife passport. Where is that?
Well, there wasn't time to get one. We each carried our own passport.
Oh, I see. But still, there must be someone back in America who can confirm what you say if you got in touch by radio telephone. Your parents, for instance.
I haven't got any parents. They're dead.
What about relatives, then, or a guardian?
My guardian is a trust company. The administrators don't even know I'm married.
But somebody must have performed the ceremony of marriage. The parson, the justice of peace.
Yes, of course. But... Oh, I can't remember the name of the town.
You don't remember the name of the town?
Hold tight to your chair, Mrs. Brewster. The ship is going to pitch again.
How's the glass looking, Mr. Marshall?
Barometer's rising, sir. This weather won't hold long. We shall be in the fog before morning, huh?
There ain't no fog now, if you ask me. This lady says she...
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm trying to think of it. It was a little town in upstate New York where they can marry you at a moment's notice. Ricky kept the certificate. I was confused. I haven't been well.
No, you haven't.
You see, Ricky had been away, and he came back, and I was in love with him, and he sort of swept me off my feet, and... Oh, what's the use?
Not much use, apparently.
If you'll take my advice, ma'am, you'll go below to your cabin and get some sleep. I'll send the doctor down to mix you a sedative.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
I think you're a little overwrought, ma'am.
What I can't understand is why. Why should you want to do this? It can't be the bubonic plague this time.
Bubonic plague, ma'am? Who said anything about the bubonic plague?
Never mind. But I'll show you. You're all against me, except maybe the doctor. But I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. I am going downstairs, and I don't want anybody to follow me. Good night. Good night, all of you.
Well, I'm glad that's over.
Look here, Mr. Marshall.
Huh?
You think it's quite safe to trust her out there alone?
Well, I don't know, sir. She's mad as a hatter, if you ask me.
You think she might do something foolish?
Well, I think she might chuck herself overboard if we're not careful.
What's your opinion, Doctor?
I can give you my opinion, gentlemen, in a very few words. That girl is as sane as you are.
What's that?
Wait and hear what I have to say. I shared your own belief at first, but I've been talking to her all evening. I've heard the whole story, and there's not a psychopathic trait in her nature. She firmly believes in this husband.
Right, Doctor. A lot of people firmly believe they're Napoleon, but they get tossed into loony bins, that's the same.
This matter is not a joke, Mr. Marshall. I tell you, this man exists. Or did exist.
What do you mean, Doctor?
I suppose he has been murdered. Perhaps he has been murdered and thrown overboard.
Murdered? Thrown overboard?
If you remember, Richard Brewster was carrying a very large sum of money in cash. His wife's wedding gift. Practically all her inheritance. He meant to go to the purser's office. But he never got there. That money might have been a great temptation.
To whom?
To a stewardess, perhaps, or even to a ship's officer.
Just exactly what are you getting at?
Well, numbers on doors can be changed easily enough. Just print a small card and put it on the metal slot on the door.
I still want to know what you're driving at.
If you use your intelligence, gentlemen, I think you will understand how a man can be made to vanish into thin air. And why Mr. Marshall saw never another passenger. You still don't see it?
No, I do not.
Well, then listen, and I'll explain exactly how a situation like this...
4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock, the hour of suicides and bad dreams. The gale has subsided, the sea is calm. The SS Mauravania creeps blindly at barely 8 knots through a thick and strangling fog. The whole ship is dark and sealed up in sleep. There's no sound in all that mournful dimness, except when the foghorn cries out a warning overhead. Even cabin B-16 is dark. And Brewster, still fully dressed, lies restlessly across one of the berths, the head almost touching the intercabin telephone.
What was... Oh, I thought I heard... Telephone. Yes? Hello?
It's me, Anne. Take it easy now.
Ricky! Ricky, where are you?
Quiet. Keep your voice down.
Where are you, Ricky? What happened to you? Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt, but he nearly got me.
Who nearly got you?
Listen, dear. I can't explain over the phone, and I don't dare go down there. Can you meet me up on deck?
Yes, of course. Where?
Do you know the boat deck?
Boat deck? Which one is that?
The top deck, where all the lifeboats are slung.
Oh, yes, I know it.
Well, go to the starboard side.
Yes?
That's the right-hand side, facing forward. Find the fourth lifeboat from the aft companionway.
Yes.
There's a thick fog, and nobody will see us.
Ricky. What is it? Ricky! He's gone. He's gone.
Excuse me, miss, but I thought I heard somebody talking in here.
Stewardess, what are you doing up at this time of the night?
If I might ask, miss, what are you doing up and dressed? Oh, you ought to get some sleep, miss. You really ought.
It might interest you to know, stewardess, that I've just been talking to my husband.
Now, look here, miss. Don't start that all over again. Please don't start that all over again.
You all pretended to think I was mad, didn't you? And you nearly drove me mad. Ricky's beaten the whole crowd of you, and I'm going out on deck to meet him now.
Out on deck, Smith.
That's what I said. Where's my coat?
Don't go out there, miss. Not in the state of mind you're in. And the fog's so thick, you can't hardly see your hand in front of your face.
Stand away from the door, please.
Suppose, miss, I didn't want to let you go out there.
I don't think that would matter much. You've probably heard that mad people have 10 times ordinary strength, and I'm stronger than you anyway.
Miss, I'm a-begging you.
Stand away from that door.
Is that you?
Yes. Ricky. Ricky, darling, where are you?
Here, duck your head under the lifeboat. Here, take my hand.
But isn't it horribly dangerous out there on the edge? There's no railing along the side of the ship.
Don't worry, Ann. I won't let you fall. Look out! Oh, went overboard here. We're well aft near the propellers. The suction would carry into the propeller blades and... Listen.
I can't hear anything except the foghorn.
Yeah, but I can. There's somebody walking along the deck. And I can see a flashlight moving in the fog.
You're quite right, my friend. You can see a flashlight moving in the fog.
Dr. Heinrich, what are you doing here?
At the moment, young lady, I'm covering both of you with a revolver. Please don't move.
So, you were in the conspiracy, Dr. Heinrich.
May I ask you what conspiracy?
The whole ship's conspiracy to say Richard Brewster didn't exist.
My dear young lady, you can set your mind at rest. There never was any ship's conspiracy against you. The people you spoke to were perfectly honest.
Including Mr. Marshall, I suppose.
Yes, including Mr. Marshall.
And what is this all
Stand
about?
back there.
I suppose he was telling the truth when he said nobody came up the gangplank before or after me.
I beg your pardon. That was not what he said. He said no passenger came up the gangplank at this time.
Well, what's the difference?
A great crime is arranged for tonight, young lady. No less a crime than murder.
Murder? Who's going to be murdered?
You are.
What?
That, I repeat, is a scheme. But there is no conspiracy and only one criminal.
Oh. And who is the criminal?
The criminal is the man standing beside you. Your so-called husband.
Ricky? You don't know what you're saying.
I think I do. Marshall, of course, did see someone walk up the gangplank, loitering behind you. But he never dreamt of associating the person in any way with you. He saw a ship's officer returning from shore leave in civilian clothes.
The ship's officer?
Yes. That man you call your husband, his name isn't Richard Brewster. His real name is Blaney. And he's the first officer of the Mauravania.
Are you trying to tell me
the captain
that
can identify him. He's actually British, though he can fake an American accent very well. He has already got a wife in England, and he's planning to join her with the $10,000 he got from you.
I don't believe it. I don't. Ricky, why don't you say something?
Oh, he planned it very cleverly, I must admit. He never let you know he was ship's officer, did he? He's been away for some time, naturally, so he persuaded you to marry him in a hurry.
Ricky, is this true?
He has the money, you see. All he did was hang a dummy number on the cabin door, remove it later, put on his uniform, and walk away with his own luggage.
But Captain Wainwright told us that the first officer had come aboard tonight with...
With a bad attack of flu, yes. Our friend couldn't be seen in public until after he disposed of you. The best thing was to convince everybody you were insane, as he did. Then, when you went overboard tonight...
They would all believe it was suicide.
Exactly. But I began to suspect this Brewster because you quoted him as telling such an obvious lie. He said he had never traveled in the Mauravania, yet he could direct you all over the ship and even knew where the purser's office was. So I went to his cabin, found it empty, searched, and found your $10,000. Put it down, you fool. Put it down.
Oh, it's overboard. You shot him. You shot him.
Your shot, my dear, never touched him.
Never touched him?
No. The weight of the iron carried him over backwards when he lifted it. It was the weight he was going to use to sink your body.
Ricky! The propellers! The ship's propellers!
Yes, they sucked you under.
Oh, Doctor. Doctor, I can't stand it.
It won't be easy, my dear. It won't be easy, I know, but Believe me, this way is better.
And so closes Cabin B13, starring Margot and Philip Dorn. Tonight's tale of Suspense. With our two stars tonight were Dennis Hoy as Captain Wainwright and William Johnstone as Ricky Brewster. This is the Man in Black who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next week, same time, when our star will be one of the screen year's most sensational newcomers, Mr. Gene Kelly. Mr. Kelly will be supported by Hans Conried and William Johnstone. The producer and director of Suspense is William Spear, who with Lud Gluskin and Lucian Morawick, conductor and composer, and John Dixon Carr, the author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
Suspense fans, please note that these programs will shortly move to different days of the week. Suspense will come to listeners in Eastern and Central time zones on Thursdays, beginning December the 2nd, and to Mountain and Pacific time zone listeners on Monday, beginning December the 6th. Remember, Thursday, beginning December the 2nd in Eastern and Central time zone, and Mondays, beginning December the 6th in the Pacific and Mountain time zones for Suspense. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. In Hollywood this evening, our star is the young American actor who, within a single year, has become one of the most provocative of Hollywood's leading men, Mr. Gene Kelly. Mr. Kelly appears tonight as a gentleman named Art Kramer, a gentleman of most uncertain scruples, engaged with other gentlemen of similar disrespectability in distinctly unlawful practices. Our suspense play by Robert L. Richards is called Thieves Fall Out, and in it, in support of our star, you will hear Hans Conried as a racetrack devotee by name Kennelly, and William Johnstone as Sam Gross. And so, with Thieves Fall Out and with the performance of Gene Kelly as Art Kramer, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
ABC Enterprises. No, he's not in. No, I don't know where you can locate him. Yes, I'll tell him you called. ABC Enterprises, ABC Enterprises. Why does he give all these guys his phone number if he wants to keep this business so quiet?
Yeah, you know. Wants to do favors for people he meets in bars, brags, how he can get things for them. You know.
Sure, I know. And the next day I have to give him the brush off.
He's going to brag to the wrong guy someday. Hi, Yachty.
Hello.
Hello, Arthur.
Hiya, babe.
Where you been the last couple of days?
Ducking all the guys I owe money to. What time is Sam getting the boys together?
In about half an hour, down at the warehouse. You better start down there pretty soon.
What's the difference? I won't get enough out of it to buy a round trip to Coney Island. Any calls?
Yeah, Kennelly called a little while ago.
That punk. Another guy who wants dough I haven't got. To stall him?
I tried, but he said he was coming up anyway.
Oh, what'd you let him do that for? You know I don't want to see that guy.
I couldn't help it. He knows the way he is.
Okay. Anything else?
No. Arthur, if you're not going down right away, can I talk to you for a minute?
What about?
Oh, something. Joe, watch the switchboard for me, will you, while I talk to Arthur in the next room?
What's he got that I haven't got?
No cracks out of you. Please, Arthur?
All right, then make it snappy. Now what?
Oh, Arthur, what's the matter lately?
You know what's been the matter, everything.
Me too?
Oh, don't start that again. Rita, it's no use. Look, you're a good kid, but it's no use.
You didn't used to say that.
All right. So now I owe nearly 10 grand around this town. And there's some plenty tough monkeys. If I don't get it up pretty soon, it's going to be too bad. Top of that, I had a loaded truck and a trailer hijacked last week, and there goes my take for the month and more. And you want to know what's the matter.
Oh, Arthur, honey, why don't you quit? Why don't you get out while you still can?
Why don't I quit? What are you talking about?
Oh, you used to have a decent business, Arthur.
Sure, and I didn't eat.
Well, what about now? It's making a wreck of you. It's dangerous. You know what's going to happen. This whole black market thing's going to crack pretty soon, and when it does,
don't be silly. Yeah?
Pinelli's outside to see Artie.
That punk. All right, let him come in. What's one more?
Okay.
Better let me talk to him alone, baby.
All right. Think about what I said, will you?
Sure.
Hi, Ozzy. I thought I might catch you.
Yeah, I'll bet. Close the door.
Sure. Hey, listen, Arthur. I need that dough.
Well, I haven't got it. I told you that.
No, look, I don't want there should be no trouble.
There's not going to be any trouble.
Take it easy. I didn't mean that. But I took them bets from you on my own. Now my boss is after me. If I don't get that dough by Monday, I'm going to be in trouble.
Well, I haven't got it, and I won't have it for another month.
Can't you get it from Sam?
No, I'm into him as far as I can be now.
What do you mean? Sam must have plenty stored it down in some safe deposit vault by now.
It isn't in a vault. It's up at his place in Connecticut. Anyway, he won't give me any more.
Connecticut, huh? I didn't know he had a place in Connecticut.
Near Riverside. It's a hideout, way away from everything.
Oh.
McPhail has one, too, about 5 miles away.
When does he go there?
He's hardly ever there. Nobody's there. What do you care? You're thinking of the days when you used to climb through second-story windows?
Oh, you shouldn't ought to say that, Art. I don't even know where the joint is.
No, I was kidding. Anyway, listen, I'm sorry about the dough, but you'll have to wait.
Art, you don't know the spot on me.
You'll get it from me when I've got it. I'm leaving.
Arthur, listen.
You coming?
Where you going?
Down to the warehouse to watch my share of last month's take go down the drain.
Where is it?
Artie.
Okay. You late?
Yeah, I stopped in at the office. Hi, McPhail. Hi, Mo. You weren't waiting just for me to hand out the chips, were you?
You're right. We weren't.
I just wanted you to know how it worked out. It was a good month, Art. Except for you.
I know.
Come on, Sam. Come on. Pass around the sugar. Let's get it over with.
Well, here it is. In cash. Total take was 53 grand. 17 goes to you, McPhail. I got the figures all here if you want to see.
I know you wouldn't double-cross me, Sam.
I wouldn't double-cross anybody. And don't forget it. Here's your dough. Mo, yours is 6. You understand you didn't bring in as much business as McPhail.
I ain't complaining.
And I get 21. Part of that is paying expenses. The rest is my percentage.
Don't I get anything?
All right. Your cut would have been 9 grand. But there was that truck and trailer. Those things cost dough, you know. To say nothing of a whole load of prime meat.
You have to take it all out now?
I already have. I'll give you 500 to keep going now.
Oh, that's fine. 500. Listen, Sam, I need dough.
You always need dough and never have none.
Listen,
He's right, Art. You got to get yourself straightened out. If I give you any more, it'll just go to the bookies and gambling joints like the rest has.
Listen, Sam, I tell you, I gotta have it. There's guys after me.
I think he's jealous, Sam.
You keep your big mouth out of this.
Yeah.
I was a respectable businessman when you were running a lousy clip joint on Sand Street.
Yeah, and you're starved. And you're still starving. Because you haven't the guts to keep a couple of mugs from hijacking your stuff.
Why, you...
Cut it out now. Cut it out. There's not going to be any trouble in this organization. There's plenty for everybody. Now listen, Art.
Yeah?
Why don't you go up to my place in Connecticut for a few days? Take it easy. And let me talk to these guys who are looking for you. I know who they are.
They don't want any more talk. Anyway, I go nuts up there in the country.
Go on. Pick up my car at the station.
No, thanks.
Well, I'm going. I'm going out to the country and tend to my victory garden.
Your victory garden?
Yeah. I see you about Tuesday.
Okay.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah?
Wait a minute.
So long, Art.
So long. Say, Mac, I'm sorry I made any cracks.
Yeah, forget it.
Mac, you going up to the country?
Yeah, betcha life. Going down and get on the 520 right now.
Say, I think I'll take Mac up. Mac, I kind of need a rest. I think...
Yeah, you need something.
Do you mind if I ride up on the train with you?
Why not? Why not? It's a public train.
Oh, You know, Mac, I was sorry about
Say, Artie.
Yeah?
Don't mind me. I talk a lot. And I don't mean it.
Ah, forget it, Mac. I know.
Hey, you want to see my victory garden?
Are you kidding?
No, I got a garden. It's a beaut, too. Want to see it?
Sure I would. I always like gardens.
Well, in that case, you'll have to stop over at my place on your way to Sam's, huh?
It'll be a pleasure.
Come on in, Artie. I want to put this dough in the safe, and then I'll show you around.
Sure.
When the war's over and I'm legitimate, I'm going to build onto it. Have a lot of lawns, gardener, real country gentleman.
What's this, your office?
I do a little business here once in a while. Keep my dough in the safe there until I bank it. Know anything about safes?
No.
That's good. That's good. Not that I don't trust you, Artie. There she is.
Put 'em up, Mac.
What?
You heard me. I'm not a movie.
A stick-up, huh? Why, you yellow little rat. You don't think you can pull this on me and live, do you?
It's not a stick-up, Mac. I just want you to do me a little favor, and I want to be sure you do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, get on that phone.
This had better be a gag.
It won't be unless you do exactly what I tell you.
What?
Call Rita in town. Ask her what Sam has lined up for Tuesday. Say you called me over at Sam's house just now and talked to me, but I didn't know. Come on, get going.
Atwater 35562. Listen, I'm no guy to kid around with. And I don't like this.
Talk.
Rita, this is Mac. What's Sam got lined up for Tuesday? I just talked to Artie over at Sam's place. Yeah, up here in the country. He said he didn't know and to call you. Oh, I see.
That's short.
No, never mind. Okay. All right. Now what's the gag?
You never were very smart, were you, Mac? That's my alibi. You just told Rita you talked to me at Sam's place. You get it?
Why, you...
Neatly done, Art Kramer. Virtually a perfect alibi. And $17,000 in cold cash. But there was someone else who thought he had a perfect setup, too. Kennelly, the little bookie, whose former occupations were even less savory. It wasn't hard for Kennelly to find where Sam's place was in Connecticut, in New York's underground of petty crime, find out anything. And it wasn't hard to jimmy a window, done that often enough. And then to find the money. There was a wad of money here at Sam's place somewhere. Art Kramer had said so, probably in a safe. That wouldn't be any trouble either. Not in the living room, of course. Yes, maybe this room. An office, a desk and phone, and a safe there in the wall. And just as he thought, old-fashioned, easy to crack. First to drill a little hole, then the soup. There'd be a quick, neat little explosion, and the safe would fall apart in his hands. But wait, what's that? A car driving up, stopping. Who? Art Kramer had said nobody ever came up here. But it was leaving now, driving away. Probably just a mistake. No. Steps outside. Somebody coming in. What to do? Escape cut off. Hide. Here in the office, behind the door. Hide the bag of tools, quick. Coming in here.
Operator. I want New York City. Atwater 35562. Yeah, that's right. Hello, Rita? Sam. Listen, Rita, get a hold of everybody. Artie, Mac, Moore, everybody you can. I've got a tip-off there's going to be a raid. Yeah, cops. Tell the boys to duck. Lay low until they hear from me. Find out where they're going to be and call me right back as soon as you contact everybody. Got it? Yeah? Oh, okay. I'll get hold of Mac myself as long as he's up here. Artie, too? But I'm calling from my place now. I don't see him anywhere. Well, he must have changed his mind. I didn't look in the garage. He came by cab. He's probably around someplace, yeah. But I'll wait for your call, then. Okay, Rita. Make it snappy now. Hey, Donnelly, what are you doing?
Listen, Sam, I just...
The safe. Why are you
Sam. Even to Papa.
Danny.
Dead. Yes, hit him too hard. Murder. That's a lot different from housebreaking. Murder. The phone. Somebody calling Sam. Fear, blind, unreasoning fear. Smash it. Rip it out of the wall. So whoever was on the other end could actually hear, actually see what was in this room. Murder and a murderer. There. Why? Foolish. Just nerves. Get hold of yourself. Think. What now? The money. Yes, have to have the money now. Make a getaway. Mexico, South America. Maybe Sam. Yes, the body. Did you even touch him? Just turn him over. There, the wallet. Empty. Other pocket. No, nothing. The safe, then. Finish the job quick. Then get out. Find the girl again. Hurry. Again, somebody coming. Who? Never mind. Not going to be caught this time. Can't be. A murderer. Close the door. Lock it quick. Lock it. Key. Hide. Maybe whoever it is will go away. Then come back and get the money later. Hide quickly. Kitchen. Get out the back window again if you have to. But wait. He's not following. Wonder who it is. Have a look through the crack of the door. Careful. There. Art Kramer. The suitcase. Going to stay. But wait, why not? Art wouldn't know anything. Couldn't with the office door locked. Give him a plausible story. Stay overnight. And get the money when he's asleep. Chance? But have to take it. Have to have the money now. Why not tell Art he'd come looking for Sam to borrow? Then looking through the house for him. Call him. Yes, make it look natural. He can't answer now. Call him.
Sam? Hello, anybody here?
Hello? Who is it?
Who is it yourself? I'm looking for Mr. Gross, Sam Gross.
Wow. What are you doing here?
Hello, Art. I was looking for Sam.
I thought you didn't know where this place was.
Well, I found out.
Yeah? What made you think Sam was going to be up here?
Why, I heard a tip in town there might be some trouble. I figured he might come up here to duck out.
What kind of trouble?
Cops?
Yeah? I didn't hear anything.
I don't know, but I did something. You know I need dough the worst way. I figured Sam might let me have a little. He paid off today, didn't he?
That's right.
Did you get any?
Eh?
Well, if you did, I don't like to keep asking you, but I need it, Art.
Look, Kennelly.
Huh?
You know, I meant to get in touch with you about that. I wanted to talk to you this afternoon.
You mean you got something?
Come on inside, I'll tell you.
Oh, sure.
I got an idea.
An idea came like a flash to Art Kramer. Frame Kennelly for the murder of MacPhail. Plant some of MacPhail's money on him as evidence. And who would ever believe Kennelly's word, a man with a criminal record against Art? Why, Rita would swear that MacPhail himself had said Art was at Sam's place. Simply denied that he'd ever seen Kennelly. And Kennelly would be MacPhail's murderer, and Art Kramer would be safe forever.
Now, about that money.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I did get some. Not much, I understand.
Well, even a little would help.
How much do I owe you altogether?
Nearly 4,000, huh?
Well, suppose I gave you 2. I shouldn't give you that much, the way I'm fixed.
Well, it ain't what I need, but it'll help.
Okay, here's $2,000 on account.
Oh.
You know, it doesn't leave me with much.
I appreciate it, I really.
Say, you're really on the spot, huh?
Yeah.
How much more do you need?
Another 4, 5 anyway.
Oh, well, no, I just thought I know where you can get it if you work it right.
You do?
Yeah. You know MacPhail?
Oh, I know him. Not well.
Well, I do. He took in plenty this month.
What good does that do me?
I tell you, I know the guy. He's the softest touch in the world. He'd give the shirt off his back to anybody if they told him the right story.
Yeah? How come you don't put the bite on it?
He doesn't like me, but anyone else.
You mean, just ask you?
Sure. You get anything you want. I'm not kidding. If you ask for 10, even 20, you'd get it if he had it.
No fool.
Sure. He's up here in the country now, too. Right up this same back road, 4.5 miles.
Hey, how do I recognize the place?
It's a big place on the right. The only house for a mile. You can't miss it. Hey, I'd run up there if I were you.
Yeah. Maybe I will, huh? Maybe I will.
A break. The kind of break Kennelly had prayed for. Get the money from McPhail. Yes, quicker and safer than trying to get back in that room with a dead body on the floor. Get it from McPhail and have a good head start. Art won't find Sam's body in there for at least a day or two. The door's locked, and Kennelly has the key. He can be on a plane with McPhail's money and be out of the country by tomorrow. A break, the perfect break.
Well, thanks for the tip, Art. You sure McPhail's up there, huh?
Sure, he's always there, every weekend. He's got a garden, a victory garden.
That's a laugh. Well, I guess I better get going, huh?
Yeah, look around the grounds for him first. If
Sure.
he isn't outside, just walk right in. The door's always open. He's a simple guy. Trust anybody.
Okay. Thanks, Art.
Skip it. Maybe someday you can do the same for me.
Yeah, maybe someday I can. Well, so long.
So long.
And now Art has a job to finish. Phone the cops. From here? No, better not. They might trace it. The gas station at the crossroads. Plenty of time. Kennelly will be there 5 or 10 minutes before he finds what he'll find as the cops find him. How easy he fell for it. But never mind that now. The gas station. The phone.
Hello. I want the police. Hurry, please. Hello, Riverside Police? Listen, I was just driving down 9 Mile Road. I was going by the old McPhail place. You know the place I mean? Yeah, that's the one. I was going slow and I heard something. It sounded like someone was being killed. Yeah, it's a murder. There were shots and somebody screaming and more shots. A man's voice, it was terrible. You better get up there right away. Oh, never mind who I am. I don't want to get in any trouble. No, but get up there. Yes, murder.
Get your call all right, sir?
Yeah, thanks.
ABC Enterprises. Yes, did you locate him yet? Oh, well, keep trying and call me back. Yo, I'm worried.
Don't worry about him. If you can't find Mo, neither can the cops.
I'm not thinking about him. I'm worried about Sam and Marcy.
Maybe they went out.
Sam said he wasted my call. It isn't that. His phone's dead. I've got to get in touch with him somehow.
Can it wait?
No, it can't. Not with the cops raiding the warehouse and arresting everyone in sight.
Well, how about a telegram?
No, too slow. I hate to send anyone around to the house, but Sam will understand this time.
What are you going to do?
Get the telephone company to help. Hello? I want the Riverside, Connecticut traffic operator, please. Yes. You know, it's funny about that phone. It rang 2 or 3 times, and then suddenly it went dead. Hello, traffic operator? Have you a phone listed under the name of Gross? Samuel Gross. Well, there's something wrong with it, and it's very important that I get in touch with Mr. Gross right away. I'm his secretary. Will you send a man up right away? Thanks. And would you tell Mr. Gross that I've been trying to reach him? Thank you. See? When Sam finds out there's something wrong with his phone, he can phone me from outside.
You're a pretty smart girl sometimes, Rita.
Yeah.
Don't you believe me?
I just wish I was smart enough to get some sense across to that guy, Art Kramer, once in a while.
You kind of like him, don't you?
Cut it out.
Don't worry about Artie. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I suppose he'll be all right.
Mr. Gross, I'm from the telephone company.
Mr. Gross isn't here.
Oh. Well, we just got word from New York that his secretary's been trying to reach him, but his phone is out of order. I was sent up to look at it.
Sure, go right ahead. I'm a friend of Mr. Gross. I know he'd want you to fix it.
Okay. Where is it?
First door to your right. Well, looks like we've got more visitors.
Yeah, cops. Well, I'd better get after this phone here. I'm sorry to trouble you. I wonder if we could use your phone.
It's out of order, I'm afraid. There's a man here fixing it now. What's the matter, officer? Trouble?
Yeah, a little killing up the road. We didn't want to handle the phone there. Might be fingerprints on it.
Murder?
That's right. Up at the old McPhail place. Caught the guy red-handed. Murder and robbery. We even found the dough on him.
Yeah? Who did it?
This is name is Kennelly from New York. I wouldn't tell you all this except it's an open cut case. Couldn't explain what he was doing there or how he got the money or anything. Well, you'll read about it in papers tomorrow.
You, have him outside now?
Yep. Well, we better be going.
Hey, mister, that door you got, it's locked. You got a key?
Why, no.
Well, what's the matter? You lost the key someplace?
Well, I must have. The room with the phone in it.
Well, maybe I can help you out. I got a little gimmick here that might open it.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got to have things like that in this line of business, you know. Is this the door?
Yeah, that's it.
There you are.
Oh, thanks.
You don't need me in there for anything, do you?
No, sir.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Hey, say, officer.
Yeah?
You better come in here a minute.
Wait a second, will you, Jim?
Sure.
What's the matter?
Hey, mister. You been here all day?
That's right. Why?
Nobody else been here all afternoon?
No, sir. Oh, what's this? You find something wrong in there?
You said it, mister. Put up your hand.
Hey, what's the idea?
No, huh? Jim, take a look at what we got here.
Yeah. Well,
Cover him, Jim.
okay.
What is... Hey, let me see that.
Sure.
Sam. No.
Robbery, too. Been through his wallet and started on the safe. Just like the other guy. Let's risk you.
No, I didn't do this, I tell you. I didn't do it, I tell you.
Here's the dough, all right. A roll big enough to choke a horse.
Look, you guys. I tell you, I didn't do this.
Yeah, kind of interrupted you, didn't we? Come on.
Look, I didn't do this, I tell you. I didn't. I didn't do this. I did.
And the story ends with a newspaper clipping. I'll read it to you. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Arthur Kramer and George Kennelly were executed here today within 10 minutes of each other to bring to a fitting conclusion one of the strangest series of coincidences in the criminal records of this state. Both men committed the same crime, murder and robbery, within a few miles of each other on the same day and at almost the same time. Both victims were operators in the New York black market. Kramer was convicted of the murder of Samuel Gross. Kennelly killed Edward McPhail. Both killers were caught on the scene of the crime, were arrested by the same officers, taken together in the same police car to the same jail. Both proclaimed their innocence, yet pleaded guilty in the face of the overwhelming evidence against them. A curious factor in the case was that though both men denied knowing the other, they tried repeatedly to attack each other in the prison yard until guards were forced to keep them out of sight of each other at all times. Police have always believed there was some connection between the two crimes, but have never been able to find out what it was. And so closes Thieves Fall Out, starring Gene Kelly. Tonight's tale of suspense. Appearing with Gene Kelly, who is to be seen currently in Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's Technicolor musical Thousandth Cheer, were Hans Conried as Kennelly and William Johnstone as Sam Gross. This is the Man in Black, who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next week, same time, when our star will be Mr. Vincent Price. Mr. Price will be heard in a suspense play by E. Jack Newman, dealing with the Gestapo and called The Strange Death of Charles Umberstein. The producer and director of Suspense is William Spear, who with Lud Gluskin and Lucian Malowitz, conductor and composer, and Robert L. Richards, the author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
Don't miss Suspense when this series moves to a new day and time. The day, Thursdays, beginning December the 2nd. The time, 8 p.m. Eastern War Time, 7 p.m. Central War Time. In the Mountain and Pacific time zones, listeners will hear Suspense on Mondays, beginning December the 6th at 9 p.m. Pacific War Time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.